Okay, so I tried to grind a little bit here, but almost immediately there's an event that I need to see. So we're gonna see that right now. Hold on. I had to turn on my fan. It's pretty hot out there today. The lag. Just the chat lag? Yeah, that's just a stream thing. Wait. Why is it quiet? Okay, we have sound. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I tried to grind a little bit, and once again, there was an event. Like, there's a whole ton of stuff that happens every different day. Wait, video is stuttery. Is it fine now? Hold on. Wait, do you mean, was that just when I full screened the game? Because that's the game. That's not Twitch lag. That is just the game lagging for a few seconds. Oh. Oh, when did store automatic save maybe? Fine. All right. Dang it. Okay. Stream 2. Let's just go right back to where I was. I guess. I could have sworn that I tried to, Oh wait, did I? Did I get the doll at the end of last stream? Okay, maybe this is what I thought it was. Okay. I'm all confused. I should have watched the end of my last video just to double check. I thought the doll was new, but I guess it's not. But now that we have the townspeople's trust, when I sit down...
Dinner tonight is garlic stew with vegetables.
A little quiet. Bella will talk to us.
My mother used to go to the garden or the staff whenever she was unhappy. She said that the staff always made her feel safe and warm. I have always felt such feelings there as well, I might add. My grandmother used to say that the staff was from the mage Irana, that it was Irana's final gift to Mordavia when she died. I only know that you should visit there at night sometime. Perhaps you will have a pleasant dream there.
Oh crap, I completely forgot. There's a lot in this game. There's actually dreams you can have in different places. Oh, don't talk to a streamer about lag without mentioning.
My grandmother used to tell stories about Irana. How she was part fairy folk and unearthly beautiful, and she brought kindness and magic wherever she went.
Wives' tales.
They were true. Somewhere in the forest lies Irana's garden. My grandmother used to visit there sometimes before the woods got too dangerous to travel in. My grandmother told me how very beautiful the garden was, and how it filled her with happiness. Oy, how I wish I could visit there sometime.
No, Bella. It is too dangerous outside the town walls.
I know, Yuri. Still, someday I will go there. You'll see.
Yeah, so we can actually get dreams by sleeping where the staff is and in the garden. There's also the bad dreams we get in the inn. There's some other dreams. I'll have to try and get those real quick.
I used to see the domovoi. When I was a child, I'd sneak down from my bedroom in the middle of the night and look for him. He was always hiding somewhere downstairs, and he would laugh. When I found him, he would be hysterical. The domovoi. Now that I'm an adult, I don't see him. But I do know he's still around. Well, you have probably met nearly all the men in town. Most of their wives work very hard this time of year. Yeah, they're canning vegetables, making new clothes, schlepping blankets, providing for the winter. Well, this may be the time for men to relax from the harvest. But for the women, it's one of the busiest times of the year. I am fine, but I do worry about you at times. Please, take care of yourself. I know that heroes need to do dangerous things, but try not to get into too much trouble. Okay, honey?
Oh, Bella, leave the poor man alone.
I just want to make sure you'll be all right. Don't hawk me.
I think that's all we can say about Dr. Bella. See if these guys have anything new. Rusalka.
A Rusalka is the undead spirit of a drowned maiden, okay?
Yeah, she tries to lure others to a watery death. What a body!
That's the downside. The upside is she doesn't wear any clothes.
So obviously there is some attraction, but there was a rumor for a while that there was a Rusalka in Mordavia's lake.
Yeah, no one who tried to check this rumor out ever returned.
Rusalka's supposed to be very beautiful, you know. And the ones that went to find out were all guys.
What a pity.
What a shame!
Yeah, but what a way to go.
Vampires.
Vampires? Oh, great. Chamber of Commerce is gonna have a fit. Look, just because Mordavia is noted for vampires, it doesn't mean that there are any here.
Yeah, just because we string garlic everywhere doesn't mean we're worried about vampires. It just means we're stinky.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You're overreacting here. Just because no one dares to go out at night or even thinks about visiting Castle Borgov doesn't mean we believe in vampires here.
Look, we know doodly squat about the people of the castle, all right?
Oh, he's right. I mean, we have no reason to suspect that they're vampires.
Other than the fact that no one has seen them in the daytime and huge black bats circle the castle at night. No reason at all.
Rumors.
Look, Cool Breeze, I tried to tell you before, we do not gossip here.
Yeah, unless we really want to.
If there's any backstabbing going on around here, pal, we're gonna do it face to face.
Cave.
Cave? What am I, a tour guide? What cave?
Oh, you must mean my apartment. We know of no cave in Mordavia.
You must be my partner.
Probably means the cave of the Dark One.
Oh yeah, that cave.
Very scary, you know? We didn't know you meant that cave.
We, generally don't care to talk about it.
It's, somewhat on the cursed side, know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's bad luck. Very bad.
It was made by the cult when they performed their unspeakable rites there, and a few unspeakable wrongs from what we hear.
That's why it's kinda ixnay on the Ave, you follow?
Townspeople.
Well, now that the harvesting season's over, I can relax a skosh.
Oh yeah. Now that the garlic is gathered and the cloves are put into the ground for next year, I can sit, enjoy myself, and be stinky.
Now that the elephants are all gone, I have nothing better to do than sit here and help the others drink. I regard it as kind of a public service.
I really like being stinky. I like your pipe. Does it show on her sprite? It doesn't. I wonder how they actually made the pixel art for this. Like, it must have been originally like 2D. I wonder if the like animation cells or whatever you would call it still around.
You've never seen so...
Oh right, actually, let's get some climbing practice in then. Just rest here a couple hours. Something I want to see here. So I think I mentioned at the end of the last stream, but from now on we are pretty close to territory where I have not seen what we're gonna do. I do recall finding this doll. I'm not sure if I found...
After you're getting tired.
Alright, that should be enough. Yeah, I'm not sure if they would have bothered to save stuff. Huh? Hold up. Hold up. Maybe I have to sleep? Something happens, which is pretty important.
Your sleep is interrupted around midnight. You awaken as the sun begins to rise, but you can hear weeping.
Wait, did I awake at midnight or when the sun rose?
As you enter the hallway, you hear someone faintly crying downstairs. The crying is coming from the door below the stairs. That's the innkeeper's room.
Alright, here we go.
The cries are coming from behind this door. You can hear the voices of the innkeeper and his wife.
You must accept it, Bella. Tanya is dead. You will never see her again.
No, I cannot believe it. She can't be. I know she's alive. I know she will come back to us.
Crying will not bring her back to us. This is foolish. Just go to sleep.
How can I sleep when my baby is not safe? She is at the castle. I know she must be.
Then she must be dead. Bella, there is nothing we can do.
Kind of both right.
The cries fade off to quiet sobs.
Alright, I think I'm gonna put chat down here at the bottom. Sorry for the noise. What DOSBox does. I think this will interrupt the dialogue a bit less. It's not about them. Is it?
The pillar is solidly set.
Right, you can inspect almost everything. Like, we can grab some garlic.
You'd think that no one would notice a little missing garlic. On the other hand, they might. So maybe you can buy some at the store if you really need it. You better not do that. Your hand might get stepped on by an elephant.
You can interact with, like, almost anything in this game.
The
It's pretty
chandelier
amazing.
swinging days are over.
I'm sure that's a reference to a prior game, but
You unlock.
I haven't played those yet. I do plan to play all of the other ones. You can grab some garlic here.
You don't need that much garlic. Besides, it lends a certain air to the room, don't you think?
A lot of air, I would think. So we got a full refill on health, or on stats. But yeah, you can actually sleep anywhere. Well, not anywhere. Anywhere safe. Yeah, there's at least one dream we can get in Arana's garden, and the staff. Staff? Also Arana? Like, I forget if the garden in the forest is from Arana or something else. Play some of this lovely noise. Oh wait, actually, let's go fight one of those thingerdingers. The Wraiths. I think we have a couple left, including one very important one. The very important one is down this way. Down. Did I? Wait, yeah, I killed that one, didn't I? Uh-oh. Now, batters are actually way more annoying than they are dangerous, because yeah. let's go to Arana's garden. This way.
You take a drink of the cool water.
Did we finish all of the wraiths? I don't think we did. I think there was the one near the gypsy camp. I want to find that one. I think that might be the last one I left alive. Oh! I completely forgot there were zombies in this game.
You're somewhere in the northeastern.
Yeah, that's obviously the only...
revenant.
Oh, there we go.
A zombie-like creature that has been brought back from the dead by magical means. They're very fond of living flesh.
I completely forgot about revenants. Why does my ice magic do nothing? Revenants are not very strong. They make an intimidating entrance. That's it. Do revenants have money? Check.
You find some copper kopecks on the no longer undead. You straighten out your... You don't find anything except blood, gore, and gross body parts.
Gross body.
You've returned the Revenant to its rest. With any luck, it'll stay dead this time. It exudes the delicate aroma of rotting flesh.
The delicate aroma. I forgot there were revenants. I've avoided running around out here. For obvious reasons. Yeah, the revenants are probably... No, the batters, I guess. But the revenants are pretty easy.
You cast the aura spell. You see a raised...
Let's charge our weapon. Oh, yeah, our weapon is up. Can I just... Alright. Fight, buddy. Rude. I don't know where the ice bolt does not seem to harm them. Oh my gosh, do I erase their Hidokens with mine? It's not bad. I'm just barely gonna run out of things. Let's give him a couple stabs. Okay. Go. Dude, go. Not bad. This is... Come on. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna have to magic spell it. Can I not fully charge it? Why can't I charge? I ran out of freaking stamina, and that makes... You're basically supposed to run once you're out of stamina. Can I block? Okay. This is better. I forgot that you could block. Okay, well. I kind of don't fight too much.
The wraith vanishes into nothingness.
Alright, let's get what he had.
The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a diamond-studded brooch, a healing potion, and 15 gold crowns.
Alright. Now let's sleep in Arana's garden, I guess. I always love the change in music, right? Alright. Now let's just sleep until morning here and hope we get a dream. I'm not sure if it's too late to dream or not.
Your aura has evaporated.
My aura! There we go.
You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living.
I forget if these two...
Suddenly, You find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body. Pain! The agony of lungs without air, the burning cold of a body trapped in ice, the terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless.
Rip.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
Yeah, I forget if the if we get a different dream at Arana's staff. Like, I think there's a couple we can get. I'll stop sleeping at the inn so I can sleep there. You're kind of meant to play a lot more days than I'll probably end up doing, because I know mostly what to do. We actually have very little to do at daytime now.
You turn the large skeleton key.
Actually, I'll probably practice some of my magic here, because I'm gonna have to sleep a lot to rest a lot to get back to daytime. I think there's might actually be a place to sleep, or there's at least a place to rest inside the castle. Not sure if it actually matters though. Force bolts. I don't get the point of the frostbite spell. There's a hint that you can use ice and alternate ice and fire to make things burgle and break. I don't recall if that's ever used. It might be something that's magic user only or something. And because why not? Let's practice our jumping. Oh, I wonder if the jumping is how you get to the thing. The health go down. Am I hungry or something? Maybe it's just because I used a bunch of stamina. Your health can decrease slightly because of things like hunger and sleep deprivation, so you really never want your health to go down below about a half. Leaf.
A small key. After following...
So this doll is Tanya's, so we're just gonna...
There are... All you can hear... The door...
Where's it?
That would be a bad idea.
I think... Where's the unlock? Wait, pick the lock. Unfortunately, we have to re-pick the lock every single time. I don't think that's how locks work, but whatever. Need to go find Tanya again. This one is... Oh, right. This gives me a little bit of a start, but no, it's just fine. Just ignore the horrible ghost. Get exactly where it is. Is she in here? Fortunately, the big bear thing will not kill us. Hey, I think she's this. I'm entirely unsure of what to do with the two guards.
You hear a gentle...
I'm not sure if we need to do anything with the guards though, because there doesn't seem to be anybody in the actual whatchamacallit. Yeah, that's not right. Where's this? This place is fairly large. Oh, this is... Okay, I think I had my locations mixed up.
You hear...
There's a shortcut that leads to that room, and Oh, there's a wraith in one of these rooms. I could fight the wraith, too. right. You can always check the time. Lock. Picking locks uses some stamina. Is this Tanya's room? Pretty sure this is Tanya's room. He's just gonna close the door on us. Surprisingly, he's a good monster, and
The monster doesn't seem to...
he does not, like, I don't think you can ever get him to kill you. If you try to attack Tanya, he'll just close the door.
After...
Good night.
Why would you want to jump there?
There's a lot of stuff that you can't do when the game doesn't want you to. The game usually doesn't want you to do those things. Like, we can't just cast magic in here.
This is not a good place to practice your magic.
Like, you know, this just, yeah. I mean, technically we're sneaking in here and stuff, but it's also totally fine if we just sleep here for most of the day. It sort of tries to give you the feeling that you're sneaking around, but...
You don't have any rations.
Oh, crap.
The
I don't have... We should be fine for... I just need a few more hours, really. How have you all been? I actually had a mini crisis at work. We, not like a huge deal, but there's something I was supposed to finish, today, and then, my doctor's appointment went, like, for an hour instead of 15 minutes, and, hello. Rude!
Who is it this time, Toby? What does he want this time, Toby?
Did I already tell her about the innkeepers?
You tell her about the innkeepers.
Wait, I already did.
Toby?
Oh. Here is your doll. Did we look at the doll? Beautifully crafted doll that depicts a young girl with noble features. She is dressed in rich court clothing. Here's your doll.
What is that? Toby, let him in. Toby, he has our dolly.
There you go.
I thought I lost you. Look, Toby, it's Vanna. Thank you for bringing her to me. I thought she was lost. Where did you find her? I can't go home again. And Aunt Tina says that this is my home now. She says that my mommy and daddy will think I'm a bad thing now, and that they won't love me anymore.
Probably right about that.
Toby says this is my home now, and he loves me very much. I wish my mommy and daddy didn't think I was a bad thing. Then maybe Toby and I could visit them. My daddy used to be happy. He would take me out walking around and talking to everyone in town, and the inn was always busy with new people to talk to, and I could stay up and dance while my mommy sang for people. Then the rains came, and then people didn't come to the inn anymore, and Daddy said that there were too many bad things. He wouldn't take me walking anymore. He made me go to bed when it got dark, and he said the bad things would try to get me.
I really love the whole lore of Mordavian stuff. It really influenced a lot of my own, like, not quite like, well, I never wrote too much, but I had, like, ideas for stories and stuff as a kid. I did almost write. I wrote, like, a fourth of a novel, or, like, probably less. Like, it was, like, 100 pages. It's, like, I haven't edited that in years, but probably crap, but I used to want to be a writer, and I still want to write, but, I have enough time-consuming hobbies currently. Keep talking to her.
Mommy and I worked hard all the time to keep the inn nice and clean. And Then my mommy, she never had time to play or sing anymore. And when it got night, she made me go to bed all by myself in the dark. It was really scary. I was afraid the bad things would get me. But nobody heard me when I cried. When I went out to the inn, Daddy would yell at me to get back to bed. I was scared. Daddy wouldn't let me have a candle or anything. He said it would bring the bad things. I didn't like the dark. But then, Toby came to my window at night. He would hold me, and he would talk to me, and he would tell me he would keep the bad things away from me all night. And I didn't have to be scared again, because I had Toby. When my mommy took my doll away, I was afraid she'd make Toby go away too, so I went away with Toby. Now I'm not afraid of the dark. I like the night. Aunt Trina says the bad things will never get me now, and I have Toby to take care of me. But sometimes I still miss my mommy.
Fortunately, the audio mixing in the actual game is sometimes pretty inconsistent. This must have been a pretty dang huge project with all the voice acting for when this game came out.
Toby gave her to me. Mommy didn't like her. She kept trying to make me tell where I got Vanna from. Mommy wouldn't let me play with her. I was afraid Mommy wouldn't let me play with Toby anymore. Toby was my only friend. I didn't want my mommy to make Toby go away. I told Toby all about it, and Toby brought me here to Aunt Trina. She never takes my toys or friends away. Never.
The inn.
You tell her about the inn and how sad it is without her.
If I went back to the inn, I'd never be afraid of the dark again.
Imagine being a vampire afraid of the dark.
Toby says that everyone would be afraid of me now. I don't want them to be afraid of me.
Info on budgets for games, that's really hard to find. A lot of the time, it's... they just don't like talking about that stuff. Well, they try to hide that stuff actively.
How our mummy misses her.
I miss my mommy too. Sometimes I want to cry, but I can't anymore. I just feel sad.
Anything useful?
A chest of drawers probably hold...
Let's just be a little superstitious. I think we're okay now.
That belongs to the little girl.
Oh. Okay. Oh right, there's a little detail here.
That looks for all the world like an ornate coffin, sitting where a bed mattress should be.
According to one of the game's directors, Quest for Glory 4 was developed with a budget for $750,000. Yeah? About right.
Toby says he wants me to be happy and he'll do anything for me. He says he'd take me back to the inn, but someone would try to hurt me, so he won't. Toby says I have to stay in the castle. People might get scared and try to hurt me in the town. And I have to go to bed in the daytime now. He says you should go because you make me sad. Thinking of my mommy and daddy makes me sad.
And that detail, she can't cry.
Toby says I'm not a bad thing. It's just mommy and daddy who think I'm a bad thing now, but I'm not their child now anymore.
We're on his staff. That wasn't an option,
Toby says Aunt Trina is his master. She sent Toby to be my friend so I would never have to be afraid of the night again.
I was hoping there would be I don't see an option for that. I was hoping this would lead... Do I have to sleep near the staff? They did hint towards that, I guess. According to Interaction Magazine, Johnny's Davies took part. Took more than 3 weeks to record, causing him to refer to the game as CD-ROM from hell. Yeah, I bet that would take a while recording all the narration lines. Let's visit the goons. I probably have to sleep at the staff because Bella did give a hint about that. I don't think... I think it's this way. Wait, is there a thing this way? Sleep at this? I don't actually want to sleep there.
This would not be a good place to sleep.
Yeah, it's just kind of here to suggest that, hey, do you remember that you can sleep? And that's actually really cool. Let me get back in here so I can talk about this. The common thought is that redundancy is bad. Oh.
It's hot. It's hot.
Can I pull in one of these?
The oil sconce glimmers with light. This place must go through a lot of oil. The oil...
Put that out. I could have sworn... No, I'm thinking of the exit, I think, when you pull in the candle.
A long hall. A long bed. The oil...
But sometimes redundancy is actually really useful because, like, this bench kind of reminds you that you can rest here. So, like, say I didn't know that I could go in this menu and rest here because usually I sleep at the inn. Well, then I would see this.
A long bed.
And I'd interact with it and I'd be like, oh, hey, I can sleep until morning, or I can rest here. Development for this game ran late, which forced you to shift the game with an adjusted. Oh yeah, that would explain. Actually, there's bugs in all of the releases. I think the only reason this release works right is because this is emulated in DOS, and the swamp bug only works, or only breaks in...
You hear voices at the bottom of the stairs.
In the, when you play it on Windows.
You know, there are...
I want to listen to the goons.
Right. There are those two guards about the size of 1,000-year-old redwood trees guarding the stairs, and you want to talk to them?
Of course.
Why don't you just walk down the stairs and meet them close up while you're at it?
Boring.
Oh, you didn't read the best part.
Boring. Hey, dungeons is... But why God? We got...
He didn't read the best part. They interrupted him. How rude.
The maths is really something, ain't she? Yeah, I even likes the kid.
Yeah, we already heard all of that.
Stained glass. There's something straight.
First version of the game, which appears on floppy disks, is almost unplayable. Really? I never had the. I had the CD version. How many discs was it on? Like, I can't imagine like having to swap discs. Like every time I left the town or something. Oh, the CD release was a year later? Or was it a re-release? I don't know. I have a disc here. But I have no idea what like version it would be. Getting through the castle is actually fairly exhausting because you have to pick all the locks or force the doors. I think you can force the doors if you are a guard or not.
You reach up to put the candle back. It's a fake candle. When you move...
Oh, you installed by disk? Oh, yeah.
As
I'm not sure why they ever had disc swapping. I love that bolt right in front of your face. Wait, I killed the Wraith in there, right? Pardon me?
Now that you...
I like that her body just kind of loops out every time you open the door. This is a game with 13 discs you had to swap? Holy crap. I actually didn't have tons of DOS games. I had this, obviously. I had Duke Nukem. I did have Doom. We had the shareware version of Doom, I think. There was this edutainment thing. I had a few edutainment things. I don't really know names of them. I'd actually like to see some of those again sometime. I also had... Actually, a friend had this. I think it must have been a Sierra Adventure game, but I don't remember exactly what it was. It didn't feel like King's Quest. Maybe it was. Like, you were a wizard or something. And I remember, like, walking around and finding, like, a glass orb or something. I wanted to play more of it, but I never ended up doing so.
The staff feels warm and...
This I'm...
You heard that.
No one... You graciously but gratuitously grasp some grass.
There's lots of fun little jokes hidden in all sorts of ridiculous places in this game, too. The attention to detail was ridiculous. I had one diskette originally? Really? I could swear you actually played as a wizard. It doesn't seem like a King's Quest thing. Or, you know, any of the other famous Sierra ones that I know of.
You have returned to this wonderful place between worlds. You are again filled with the joy of being
Simon the
truly
Sorcerer?
alive. You find yourself dancing at the heart of the cosmos. You spin and the universe swirls with you and around you. Suddenly, something calls out to you.
Simon the Sorcerer, let me
You
look
feel a
at this.
coldness rapidly devouring you. You falter in fear as you remember what happened the last time you were here. The voice calls again, and you feel trapped, helpless. The closer you get to that voice, the greater the fear. It is a voice of pain, a voice of death. You flee in terror. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
I'm the Sorcerer. The video I found does not look that familiar. It was like, you started in this big green field. No, this doesn't look... At least he was in a big green field. This doesn't look too familiar. Maybe it's Simon the Sorcerer 2? So that didn't seem like it helped.
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do.
Nope.
The sacrifice of...
And yeah, this doesn't look,
One thing you can say about Mordavia is... I am what? I know only what legends tell of them. Undead which drink the blood of the living. We have always had stories of them here. I have never known anyone here to be harmed by a vampire, that we know of for certain.
Oh wait, the dark one.
I have not spoken of it before, because I know so little. Still, it is very bad luck to speak of it, and the memories of Mordavia are deep. They worshipped it in the monastery, that much I know. The members of the monastery stayed mostly within its walls, but the townspeople feared them. They said the followers were all like madmen, concealed in robes and speaking in whispers. Then one day they were all gone. We heard of the fighting down by the Dark One's cave, of course. No one returned here except for my grandfather. He brought this staff here and said Irana was dead. That is all I know of the matter. I am sorry if I cannot help you more. Be careful and good luck.
Pretty sure I need to talk to Tanya about that staff, but I really don't know how to figure that. You do have to, you know, learn about things before you can talk to them, people.
2 years ago, Tanya was stolen from her bedroom one night. There was no sign of what happened to her. There were rumors that the gypsies had stolen Tanya away, but when I went to their camp, I found no sign of her. Then, the gravedigger mentioned that several times he saw a huge monster near her window at night. That is all I know of the matter. We both miss our daughter very deeply.
Nah, it wasn't Discworld. That I wouldn't know.
Perhaps.
Alright, let's eat. And then I need to buy some rations.
It's a garlic souffle, Mordavian style.
Maybe you have some.
My grandmother used to tell stories.
No.
And you can right-click to immediately truncate a conversation.
Even my...
Alright. Hold there. Talk to... I forget your name. Olga?
You!
The shopkeeper.
Tell about my adventures.
Tell
Yeah,
Olga about what you...
Did you get anything?
This isn't such a bad...
Oop. Old man's death. I disappeared after I asked about it.
Dr. Cranium is a very strange man. No one knows what goes on in the back room of his house, except maybe Igor, and he won't talk about it. Someday, the mad doctor will blow us all up with one of those experiments of his. You mark my words. You see, there used to be a very active adventurers guild here in town, but it's been empty and locked up since I can remember. Our burgermeister is named Dimitri. He is responsible for keeping order in the town, and he is very serious. But there was some scandal about his grandmother, but it was hushed up. Word has it that you rescued the gravedigger, buried alive in his own grave. What a gruesome thought! Why, if you hadn't come across him, who knows what would have happened to him? Well, the gypsy may not have eaten the gravedigger, but that still doesn't explain why he was hanging around town. We'll all be eaten by that werewolf yet.
Buy some real rations.
Yeah, good night, and don't let the bed bug.
I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna reload that automatic save and see if I can get that dialogue up. I missed dialogue. Oh dang it, that's way far away. This should be close enough. Oh. Ooh. Kind of far back at this point. Oh wait, it's daytime. Alright. I only ever had Quest for Glory 4 as a kid, but I actually didn't know there were others when I got it because it was just Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness. But I have all of them now thanks to good old games. Old Man's Death.
They say Nikolai went off to look for Anna for the last time. Maybe they're together again somewhere.
Nothing too interesting. Alright. Stream 3. Oops, sorry. Keep it out of the way there. Mentioned Neptunia Rebirth is half price on Steam. Yeah, I would say if you're interested in the series. Mega Dimension's a better game, especially gameplay wise, but Neptunia Rebirth 1 introduces the characters really well. It's nothing like the original PlayStation 3 release. Don't let, talk of that, the original PlayStation release, deter you. The original game was pretty bad, but I mean... Oh, here we go!
I have made substantial progress with my Frankie since your last visit. With the MESS recalibrated, I was able to focus the initial stimulation and have achieved the first traces of independent muscular coordination. See for yourself. It is not often that ordinary people such as yourself have the opportunity to witness true genius. I expect that you are feeling especially honored just now.
MESS.
The MESS is my patented magnetical electrical stimulation system. With it, I am able to re-establish neuron paths through formerly dead tissue. It also can be a good companion on those lonely Friday nights in the lab. I named Frankie after one of my colleagues who did some preliminary research into tissue reanimation. My success in this experiment will make me one of the premier researchers at this year's scientific ball.
Scientific ball. Should you get the DLC? Yeah, there's only 3 DLCs. There's like 3 characters, and I think the DLC is half off, so it's $1.50 for 3 fully featured characters, so... Also, since the game has 2 early bosses that are really difficult for no particularly good reason, it kind of helps to have Plutia. She's ridiculously strong in that game. Also in Victory. Magic in general is kind of overpowered, and it seems kind of deliberate, since magic users are fairly rare, but it means that Vert and Plutia are very powerful. And Ram and Ram are decent, but they have such little health, they're less good than the magic using CPUs.
Oh, this is a sad, ignorant land where everyone seems to think more of magic than of science. Oh, all my attention lately has gone into reanimating the Frankie. It will be a great scientific accomplishment when I succeed.
Is he not gonna do it this time? Give me those potions, Doc. You gonna unveil it for me? Hey, Dr. Green.
You say,
I trust you have...
Wait, tell about...
you regale the doctor with tales of your exploit.
Oh.
It doesn't...
Could it be?
Has Dr. Cranium at last succeeded in the ancient dream of bringing back life to the dead? Or is this just someone who had a little too much to drink at the Mad Doctor's party last night?
I pulled the sheet.
Better table that idea for now.
I'm pretty sure with the Neptunia games, you pretty much just want the character DLC, and the Rebirth games, only the first one has character DLC, and it's just $1 per character, and it's very much worth it in my opinion. Is he really not gonna do it?
I am looking forward to the successful completion of my Frankie experiment. My first attempt was a bush I dug up in the forest garden. The operation was a great success. Unfortunately, the patient died. I hope to correct that minor difficulty in my new experiment.
Let's see if he'll do it right if I go right back in. Probably not.
It is good to see you again. Many adventurers seem to...
No. Alright, I guess we gotta wait.
Of course, the real...
If you have a decent sense of humor, I strongly recommend the Neptunia series to you. The reports of its fan service are kind of pretty significantly overestimated, really. There's a lot, fan art, fan artists do what fan artists do. But, there's some cheesecake scenes in the game, but there's actually a grand total of a single one in Rebirth 1. But everyone gets the wrong idea because they put it at, like, the very start of the game, which is annoying. I do wish they would put it later so, it's not people's first impression. But, it's usually at least done for comedic effect. But, it's like pulling off a band-aid. You just gotta do it once, and that's all there is to it. So I don't really know what to do right now. Let's see if my good old buddy Boris has anything to say. Talking to everybody in town when you're stuck is a good way to figure out stuff. But
when the days are short and the nights grow long, a friendly face is a welcome sign.
Gotta love Boris here. Talk about myself.
I am certain you will have many such adventures in Mordavia.
You would think Senran Kagura... Oh man, Senran Kagura has, like, 100,000 times more fan service than Neptunia. With Neptunia, you're talking, like... There's a couple... Like, there's some swimsuits, and there's, like, between 0 and maybe 5 fan service CGs. And, Neptunia games are rated teen, for another thing. Which, by the way, you can say shit in a teen-rated game. I actually never knew that until Neptunia Victory came out. But, fuck is the only thing you can't say. And maybe the C word, but, it's pretty much just swearing and or not swearing. Sexual content and violence that'll get you an M. Werewolves.
I have heard the wolves howl at night. But who is to say that they are werewolves? Mordavia has changed little in all the time I have lived here. The people of the town are frightened peasants. Just because no one has ever seen anyone from the castle during the day, they tell tales of monsters in the night. I have worked as a gatekeeper here for many years. I wear no garlic and fear no vampires. After all, when someone goes looking for trouble, he will always find it. The castle is very quiet during the daytime, but I have heard noises and seen lights in the windows at night.
I have a lot of respect for what Sierra did, but I honestly didn't have too many Sierra games as a kid. I just had this, and honestly this, even looking back over the catalog, like I'm sure there's lots of great stuff, but this just thematically really fits me just perfectly well. So I'm glad that of all of the games, this is the one I had. I did play Monkey Island at, my aunt has it, and I played it over at her place. She doesn't, like, of all of the games, I think that's about all she ever had, but.
You know, it is nice to be able to snuggle with my Olga again on these cold nights. Thank you for getting us back together.
Alright.
May your...
Interesting there. Don't tell me I have to talk to the leash. I think I just have to complete this series of dreams with the staff. And yeah, I guess I did confirm that sleeping in the garden here and the garden in the forest, it's the same result. You get the same run of dreams. Oh, let's talk to Igor.
Grave digging not so bad. Customers not complain. Little graveyard humor there.
I like that. They recorded like 10 takes of him saying little graveyard humor there. They're all different.
Crypt belonged to Borgov family. Used to be boyars and lived in castle. Now only Borgovs around here in Crypt. Except last boyar. Nobody knows where his body lies.
Last boyar. I think the last boyar has our scroll.
Igor come back to town after dark the other night. See strange, pretty woman standing near gate. She look like she looking for someone.
Oh! I should see
Igor
if
go
Katrina
up to
has more to say.
woman. Igor say, "Hey, baby, want to light my pyre?"
Oh my god.
Little
Please
graveyard
don't.
humor there. She not have sense of humor. She give Igor cold shudder and walk off. Igor in love. Or at least reasonable facsimile. Not too bad. Little graveyard humor there.
Everyone in this game is pretty great. Like, Igor is great. All of the towns guys, the weird, shitty people that are in the inn at night are all great. Burgomeister's
This is a
pretty
little
great.
too... You pick up two...
Narrator's obviously great. Dr. Cranium is
Your legs are
fantastic.
too stiff.
Crap. Can I rest?
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
Yeah, I guess the first four Quest for Glory games tried to have different mythologies.
After...
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's right. I don't think they
After-
have anything else similar to... Like, this is like
Your legs are...
deliberately a very different game.
After...
And yet you don't see many games, like not just the Grim stuff, but you don't see many games doing the Eastern European
There's only a certain amount
Theme
of
at
punishment
all.
your body can stand on any given day.
The only other like major examples I can think of are like Half-Life 2 and Stalker. Steam servers won't let you buy it?
I won't ditch my...
Is this maintenance time? I thought that was Tuesdays. Or is it Thursdays?
It's out of reach.
I guess let's rest till nighttime, see if we can find Katrina, and get ourselves another... Oh dang, the zap spell skill is 400? I think 400 is actually the cap.
You sense no magic in this area.
Oh yeah, Metro. I mean, there's a few more than that, but it's certainly not common, especially mythologically speaking. Like, you usually go, either Far East or Western Medieval. I actually haven't played Metro. I think I might have one of the games on Steam, and I got one of them in the PlayStation Plus. I don't like to play first-person shooters, especially on PS3. They end up with, like I tried to play BioShock Infinite. That gave me a freaking headache on PS3. Freaking tearing, low frame rate. I don't even mind too much playing an FPS with sticks. Like I'll play Killzone, but Killzone is like optimized. It like plays okay, but PC or console ports of a PC FPS, I'm not too good with that. Though I did play.
You attempt to force the gate open.
All right.
You deftly...
Borderlands 1. I got on... Or no, it was on... I played the PlayStation Plus demo for it, and I was hooked, and it's better to play locally on console, I think. I don't think there's a local PC option. But yeah, I really like playing that on console, but I ended up getting 2 on PC. So there was nothing to do at the thing. I don't think I can rest of my leg, or strength of my.
There's only a set.
I bet I still can't open that.
Are you?
Pretty sure that as a thief, my 260. Wow. Only gone up like 20 points over this like entire playthrough. Your stats really don't. Well, it depends which stat it is, but grinding isn't really crazy effective in this game. Like, I've been spamming magic a lot while sleeping. I'm only got 270. Well, I started with only 100 magic, so actually that's gone up. I have no idea what luck does, as usual. I was actually pretty into Stalker. It's got a lot of flaws, though. Let's see if this slimy guy has anything to say. Yeah, Borderlands is one of my favorite series, actually. You might notice that I really love games with a good sense of humor. That's why I love Neptunia, this game, Borderlands. Humor is really underrated in gaming, and it's real sad. The old man's house.
Tell the chief about your break-in at the old man's house.
It seems you do really well under pressure. It is a pity that we can no longer fence things here.
Oh hey, I might be able to open that thing in Nikolai's house now. Do you have anything to just... Oh. This guy's really just kind of here to be a thief tutorial. He really doesn't have much going for him beyond that. But it's just so cool that this whole room, and I mean it's just one room, but there's a lot to do in this room. And there's a whole hint about the castle and a secret freaking gate, like passageway. And you know, all of that stuff, all just for the thief. It's pretty cool. And I'm pretty surprised Wikipedia doesn't just have, you know, a list of
The staff feels warm. You find your...
I'm surprised they don't just have a list of all Sierra titles. That's weird. They usually have a list on the publisher page.
You carefully open the...
Sierra did a lot of quest games. There's only 5 quests for Quest for Glory game.
The chest is...
I love the CD music when we're in here. I can't believe Nikolai has like...
Searching the nightstand,
oh my gosh!
You find a small gold locket on a chain. It says love on the outside in well-worn lettering. Inside you see the tiny paintings of 2 faces. One of the faces is of a good-looking young man. A glance at the old man's face and a little imagination shows that it's probably his portrait from
the
when
old
he was
man's
younger.
not here.
The other face is of a young and lovely woman. This picture is marred by a spot where some liquid has dripped upon it. You close it and put it in your backpack.
I'm not sure if there's any function to that.
You feel a little guilty wearing the locket. After all, it does contain a picture of another man's wife.
Does that affect my honor? I think every time you sneak in here, like, subtracts like 1 honor point or something. Even when Nikolai is dead, which is kind of silly. I don't remember this locket. I think some of these items are red herrings, actually. In the locket, you find the portrait of... Like, I don't think the jewelry does anything. I think there's actually a bit more jewelry to be found. Alright, we have one use.
You practice the old bop yourself on the head with a rubber chicken routine for a while. It smarts. Worse luck.
Hey, Pat Rumpkin. This is Quest for Glory 4. It's a Sierra adventure/RPG game with a really cool Slavic grim theme to it. It's actually one of my favorite games as a kid. It's got a really good, you know, it's got the Sierra sense of humor, but it's got this mix with a dark theme that just works really well. It's like kind of like the perfect game for me too. It's got my sense of humor. It's got my sense of, you know, cool grim stuff. And it's just so unique, and it's pixely. It's just everything's perfect. Just kind of grinding a bit here. This, like I said, it's an RPG, so it does have stats. So I have the stamina that I want to use up before I sleep here. Oh right, Police Quest, Goblin's Quest, Echo Quest. Wait, did they do Echo Quest? I did have Echo Quest. I love that game. I could never quite perfect get it perfect in it. I think there's some really weird time-sensitive crap you have to do to get it perfect. But, maybe I'll stream that sometime. That was pretty good. Was it much... I'm not... It's not quite edutainment, but, you know, it's more of a kid-friendly sort of thing.
You are flying in the very source of all magic. You are filled with power and the knowledge of how to use it. You create flowers dancing around you. Trees fill their branches with magical fruit as you touch them. You dance in a circle, and the very ground itself radiates peace and harmony. You sing the message of your heart, and the magic echoes around you a song of love and happiness. Then you realize that it is not you doing this. It was someone else back in time. You hear that voice calling you again. Darkness surrounds you, eats at you. The voice calls out again, and you are afraid. It calls from the center of the darkness, drawing you nearer and nearer. The darkness sucks at you, pulling you towards the voice as it flays all warmth and life from you. You scream!
Like how no one notices we're just...
You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
I love the writing in some of the literally good stuff. Tira published Half-Life? Really? I actually never played... Well, I played it now, but I didn't play Half-Life at the time. I played it after Half-Life 2. It's still a great game. But, I actually don't know... The funny thing about me as a kid, like, aside from Nintendo Power, I didn't have much exposure to, like, what games were good. Like, some stuff from friends and stuff. But generally, I would just rent stuff, or my parents would find stuff. I actually do not remember why I thought Half-Life 2 would be perfect and amazing, but I did. So I got my parents to get the limited edition of it, and no regrets, but I mean... It's so funny. I didn't even play the original one, but I was so sure it would be great for some reason. I don't know. I might have read something in a magazine or something. I think we need to talk to Tanya about the thing. How to... Oh, right. I wanted to try acrobatics to see if I can get back to the Dark One's cave. Huh? What is it? I'll kill it. You know what? I wonder.
You have to stand still to use...
Can I hide from this? Oh my gosh, it works! Okay. It just ran away! I honestly did not know you could do that. Wow. Oh, they distributed it? I really wonder how exactly the graphics for this were made. Like, it's so interesting. It has some compression-y look to it, but actually, it just looks really good in my opinion. And there's some stuff that must have been pixel by pixel curated, like the grass here. I just think, personally, I think it looks fantastic. So, oh, I think it's, there's different ways you can get back up here. As a fighter, I think you just knock this freaking thing over. But I think you use this. I think maybe, yes, you jump. I think that is the only place you jump in, like, the entire game.
Now that you've taken the...
So...
You better leave the crack alone. If the archway falls, it might block the path.
Backgrounds are hand-painted. Makes sense, but how do they, like, scan and touch it up? I hope they have the original
A long
painting.
crack has developed near the base of the arch.
Alright, did we sense magic here when I first came through?
You sense no magic in this area.
Really?
Rock.
So there was a hint that back in the cave. Awful idea, but let's do it. There was a hint that one of the Dark One's signs was hidden under the archway.
You apply all your strength to the jaws of the cave mouth. You can't even get them to budge. You suspect that they are magically sealed.
Probably need the rituals. I think I'm missing 2.
That didn't do it. The ritual isn't designed to be used that way.
They sold the original hand paintings? Love to have one of those. I actually have an animation cell I have one from Tom and Jerry.
The path is dripping with
and one from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 80s one. I haven't watched any of the others. Which one? That's the only one I watched. I am kind of at a loss of what to do aside from getting the rest of these dreams, I guess. Up to the gypsies, I guess. The staff is obviously important.
Hello.
Wait, I guess let's talk to this guy.
Goodbye.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6 magic message.
Would that be...
Baba baby, that...
Wait, did I get points for that? I guess you get score from solving his riddles.
Baba Yaga, ogress fine. She makes magic with a rhyme.
I already know about her. Yeah, I got score for that. Unlike earlier Sierra games, this doesn't actually tell you what the max score is. It's kind of merciful, in my opinion. Because there's no way I was going to get the max score. I've heard about the remade Sierra. I'm not sure what the are. He has a random
10
filter
and
applied
12
to him.
make 22. This killer plant will crawl to you. Hungry, hot.
Yellowberry bush.
Riddles, 3, 2, 1. Next one, and my riddling's done.
Oh, already? Okay. King's Quest reboot performed underwhelmingly. Oh, you don't touch his bush. You touch the bush that's blocking him. Oh, I actually always tried to click on the bush, which is probably why I always had, you know, random success and failures.
From 15 leaves you 10. Find the heart scroll in its den. Its hidden hoard revealed at night. What's this undead? You must fight.
The Chernovi, right? Okay. Oh, right, we did fight
Almost
a
out
Wraith
of
too.
riddles. I'll ask you nothing more, but come back in a while just to see what I've in store.
By a while, I mean 2 seconds. Oh wait, you won't. Let's kill a Necrotar. I don't think we've killed one yet. These things are really cool. Let's see if ice actually affects it. Rude. Okay. Necrotars are hard against use magic against. They're very easy to use. Melee against them. They're like the opposite of raids. So ice actually hurts that one at least.
The nasty Necrotor has fallen to your onslaught. Unfortunately, this is...
I think I did. You gotta love those sick middies.
Gotcha.
Dead.
Lishy, riddle's done. Thank you much for all the fun.
Rest in peace. Number 5. Let's see if the gypsies have anything. I think they did a pretty decent job in terms of reuse. There's some obviously reused stuff.
Welcome, welcome. It is good of you to visit our camp once again. May you find here all that you seek.
But they don't reuse anything too crazy much, and they do some minor edits here and there. Sort of gives it, you know... I mean, and forests. I mean, it's a forest. Forests look foresty.
Put your thumb...
That sign means nothing to us. Just do not think that you can steal from the gypsies. We deal harshly with thieves.
I don't think the thief sign is ever useful.
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So, you turned Baba Yaga into a frog? How funny! Is it not great to feel the music in your blood and dance the night away? The life of a gypsy is sometimes very sweet.
Also, I like that this game... This is like probably the one series that has freaking Baba Yaga before they had the Slavic-inspired game.
If you wish to know about her, why don't you visit her yourself? She will be happy to speak with you. She was most impressed. I have been fine. Hunting has been poor lately, but yesterday we pulled down a large deer. Ah, it was good to taste fresh meat again. Bah, legends and tales to scare children with. You will not see me flinching if you cross my palm with silver.
Let's see if there's any more thingies.
Last night I had a most strange vision. I saw you standing in the forest. You were not near any water, yet I thought you were fishing. You threw something into the air that looked like a bird, and yet not a bird. The bushes rustled, then started moving towards the strange yellow bird. That was all I saw. It was most strange.
Oh yeah, I know that she's in the earlier ones. I just mean, it's kind of funny that Baba Yaga was in these before they had the whole Slavic-inspired stuff. Yeah, that was a hint that you can trick the elderberry bush into eating the rubber chicken and you won't get hurt. But as long as you can throw rocks and you're willing to take a minor bit of damage, I think you might give it more score that way. Let's feed it to it anyway.
I am the leader of this pack, and I wish I could lead them from this valley. I have had troubled dreams of late, and the game is getting scarce in this area.
What, you don't want to eat necrotars?
The old rulers of this land, the boyars of the castle, were the Borgov family. They ruled this land for as long as my people remember. The last boyar was a strange man, so it is said. What became of him, I do not know. Only that the son left the valley in shame and horror. When we heard rumors that Borgov Castle was again inhabited, we brought our wagons to Mordavia. We thought perhaps the old boyar's son had returned, and we could trade with him again. We met with the gatekeeper, who said that the Borgov family was dead. Oh, the castle was now owned by a distant cousin who promised to protect this valley as a true boyar. So we did some trading with the gatekeeper, but never saw signs of this Borgov cousin. Soon after this, the rain started to fall, and we were trapped here.
Wait, the 5th was planned out? Really? Because I thought they were planning to... What I read was that they were planning to end the game on this game, and then they canceled it, and then they ended up doing it, and in fact gave it the highest budget in the series. Or at least the highest budget at that point. Let's get our fortune right here. How much freaking money do I have? I have a ton. Yeah, 320 crowns! You need probably under 100 to finish this game, but you can get a lot.
The cards have again been shuffled and cut. So reveal now the subject of this reading.
Okay. You get coins.
This reading is of the ill-omened man, and now we shall learn more of his purpose and past. The next card you turn shall show the distant past.
Nope. Oh, so they planned 4 games, but the 3rd was added.
The Queen of Swords. Interesting. Sometime in the past, this man has met the mystery lady of your present. He may have been betrayed by her, or perhaps he is the betrayer of the lady. The next card shall reveal her influence. The magician. The woman of mystery has magic also. One is the teacher of the other. The order of the cards suggests it is the woman who was the master, and the man her apprentice. The events you face now, obviously, began in the dark past. Let us learn now of the more recent ones. Aha, this is your own influence upon the man. It seems you were as important to his history as he was to your own. Now, let us see the manner in which you affected him. Death, the card of transformation. You are the agent of this man's failure and loss. You altered his life irrevocably. Even if you destroyed him, my dear, he still influences the present. That the cards chose to reveal information about him shows that he is again a player in the game of your life. What next can we learn of this one, huh?
So this is that guy that was in the castle. I believe he's the villain from one of the earlier games.
In the present, the Eight of Swords. This is the card of conflict and domination. The last card which crossed this man was also a symbol of bondage.
Inky.
He is somehow a prisoner or an unwilling accomplice of another. Let us see if the cards will explain further this relationship.
Oh, right. I think the second game was supposed to lead into this one, and then the third was a detour. So there's like... I think they actually mentioned the Shadows of Darkness at the end of 2 or something. I think... I've only read about the connections between the two. I do plan to play the originals. Maybe I'll stream them. Maybe not. I don't know.
This is the card of conflict and struggle. This man does not take his bondage lightly. Now, let's see what the cards show of his hopes and desires.
Maybe he takes his bondage hardly.
The chariot represents triumph and vengeance. There is a strong need to gain control of the situation, of his life. He may seek escape, but escape is clearly not enough. Let us see in what way he may triumph. Oh, this time the devil is inverted. The meanings may differ, but this is a card that bodes no good whichever way it lies. Your man clearly seeks release, but with that freedom, he will also seek revenge. Whatever or whoever binds him now cannot contain him forever. He will seek his revenge, and you will need to be wary. You will face him again in a struggle to the death. Now let us reveal the card that rules over the past and the present. Oh, the dark card of the void. The influence of the Dark One overshadows all. No more shall be revealed, nor shall things be spoken at this time. The cards have spoken.
Unfortunately, the impact of the Void card is kind of...
The cards have spoken, and that...
The fact that the game almost instantly cuts away from the card. Wait, can I talk?
Welcome.
Tell about the scary dream.
You tell her about the frightening dream.
Dreams are messages. Such a message may be obscure or meaningful, depending upon the sender and the dreamer. The meaning of this dream may be clearer when you have had more of them.
Yeah, it's just kind of the hint to give you more dreams.
You tell about your meeting with Katrina.
I have no knowledge of such a person. Much is strange about your story. I would not entirely trust this Katrina if I were you.
You tell about...
You fought a demon? Oh, then perhaps you can drive off the dark.
D.
But no, we
All
must
about
not
that
even
D.
think of such things. It is far too dangerous.
All about the bondage and the D.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. I think we just need to see where the Arana dream is going. It's probably about all I can do at this point. All right, let's actually feed that elderberry bush a lovely treat. Oh. Bunny, it's bunny time. Bunny has mad dodging skills. Mordavia, a world full of undead that's a mix of Slavic folklore and Lovecraftian horror. Yeah, that's pretty close. I really do love the whole Dark One thing. Kind of, that's a bit more Lovecraftian with the whole, you can't even talk about it thing. They do some interesting stuff with the vampires. I do like that the game kind of initially hints that, nah, vampires, that's silly. Those aren't real things. That werewolves are totally real things, but then werewolves, not quite real. But, we were supposed to... We just wasted that. I mean, I didn't need it anyway. I think if you do that before, it actually gives you... I'm running from a rabbit. Preemptive strike the bunny. Oh my gosh, I can attack it! Oh. I wanted to fight it, but... Oh. Yet. I should have max... whatever it's called. Force Bolt pretty soon. Pretty sure the maximum for stats is 400. Wait, have I worked out today? I should get up my max strength. I also like the ambience in the forest in the daytime. There's some really good music choices in this game. Which is pretty impressive because I think it's MIDI. Like, it had a CD version. I think a lot of it must be MIDI. Obviously, the CD version isn't limited to only MIDI, but there's definitely some MIDI in here. Do them.
This is a little...
This will be our final leg strengthening.
Ah.
The Adventurers Guild sort of meant to give you some training. You can learn to climb and strengthen your legs here, and also learn how to thief if you're a thief.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right.
Sorry for all the grinding today, but it's kind of just... I don't know exactly what to do at this point.
You think you've done about as much stair-stepping as your body can handle. You think you've done it...
Now we can't use that anymore for some reason. You know, let's take a quick peek in here, just for old time's sake.
There's no reason to do that. The hexapod isn't even moving. It's a 6/10.
Weird. I didn't kill it, did I? I don't remember killing you.
You sense a low level of magic all around you, as if many arcane and unpleasant activities have occurred here in the past. The hexapodal wall decoration above the fireplace is actually an enchanted creature, and extremely powerful magic radiates from an object in the display case.
Wait, what?
There is nothing else.
I think that must have been the...
There is nothing. There is not.
I'm pretty sure that must have been a hint for the Domovoy. There's nothing of value left. Good time to save.
One vision like that is quite enough. Your heart is still pounding.
Impressive, because I did that like 10 days ago.
You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk to find that it said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by...
That was the one we fought the Chernovi for.
The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids, and reveal
got that one too.
The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the Hangman's Tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual, the mouth ritual, shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the dark.
You couldn't find that one.
And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping.
Oh, we actually got that one.
Now, there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead.
That's the hint to the Wraith. We don't really know what happened to the other one. We don't want to use the door. We'll just... Let's see if, what's-her-face is out here. I love the...
The faces on the jack-o'-lanterns glow like malevolent demons, waiting for an unwary victim to come within their grasp.
Some corn, too.
You take an ear, you nibble some corn.
Oh, right, this is the best feat. You can just nibble on a bunch of the different things in your inventory. Like,
You bite off a bit of one of the garlic cloves. Watch out, werewolves. Not to mention dates. You trim and clean your fingernails. Neatness counts.
What else do we got?
You slick down your hair with a little of the oil. It wasn't really designed for this, but you find you can do a fine job of repairing your armor and equipment with the Thieves' Toolkit. Maybe you can become a tinker when you tire of thieving.
I think in the first game, if you use the lockpick on yourself, you'll actually shove it up your nose and die.
You slip the Thieves Guild membership card into your pocket. It's designed to slip into things after all.
You can rummage around with anything.
The jewelry looks truly lovely on you. It gives you just that certain je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, we're only missing one ritual. Not late enough for...
After some...
About as late as it's gonna get. As far as events are concerned. Alright. Let's just practice a bit more magic. We're almost at full frost bolt, or not, force bolt. Are we 400?
You don't...
Doesn't want to give me that last bit of force bolt. Whatever. We shouldn't... I don't think we really need to grind anymore for anything.
You slip over the gate and into town.
Then again, I'm basically blind at this point, which is why I'm kind of lost. I think that the dreams are the key here, until I stop having them.
You float gently in this ocean of harmony. You remember the happiness of being here before this. Now there is greater joy. You are not alone. You are filled with the warmth of friendship. You share your hopes, your dreams, all the best moments of your life, knowing that here is someone who understands and cares about you. You reach out to touch your friend, but there is no one there. You are all alone. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
If anybody wants to look up and give me, like, just the tiniest, slightest hint, like, that you think will point me in the right direction, that would be cool, I guess. I don't really want to, like, I don't want to spoil things too much. But if it's not the dreams, then, like, if getting the last dream won't do what I need it to do, I might need some help. Alright, we did. Oh, this one's silent. I should have used this one. It's less annoying.
That didn't do it.
Alright, let's practice jumping. I hope this improves our strength. I think this literally is only used for that one thing. For that jump we did. They kind of do a few things to let each of the three main heroes get through a different way. There's like I think there's like 2 whole side quests, like major side quests that are only for the paladin. Is this improving my strength? So. Why would you want to jump there? Don't judge me. Oh, it's only improving my acrobatics. I don't even know what acrobatics does. I'm hoping that it reduces the stamina usage when you jump in combat, because that would be very useful. But otherwise, I'm just kind of wasting time, honestly. I really just need to get some sleep. Oh, the door's still open. It's not good. I wonder, is a magic user? Oh wait, I think there's a magical climb spell. Kind of a cheap deal. Yeah, I think magic users can just levitate over the gate. Tiny baby men that can't climb over like a real thing. What's the last story thing I did? I gave Tanya her doll, if that's a story thing. I have all of the
deftly
rituals
slip
except for the mouth ritual, I want to say. Let's see here. I have the bone ritual, blood ritual, breath, sense, heart. So I'm only missing the heart ritual. Obscure thinks that Tanya was supposed to tell me something about Arana's staff.
You are in this weird and wonderful place once more. This time you remember all the times you have been here before. And despite the beauty, you are afraid. You listen for the voice. It calls out for you. You feel the darkness surround you, and you remember dying. You are overwhelmed with terror, and you remember running away. Your lungs struggle in the agony of no air, and you remember screaming. You are helpless and hopeless, and you remember the eternal loneliness. With all your remaining strength, you reach out to touch the voice.
Nothing. I guess I probably should have been doing the sleepy.
You gradually wake.
There's a whole bunch of different things you can do in the game, so the dreams you can get, you know, it's supposed to be sort of metered over as you know, do other stuff in the game. But I sort of rushed through the most of it because I knew what to do. At this point, we are in fact blind. I guess I could poke around the castle a bit. I tried to find her at night, but
after some rest, you feel better.
Couldn't find her this time. I don't know if
you always hurt the one you love, but you'd really be better off targeting your spells somewhere else.
This game has lots of fun quips where other Sierra games would probably just let you kill yourself. It's a lot harder to die in this game than in most Sierra games. Or it's probably, well, I don't know if it's similar to in all the other for Glory games. In this one, it's the case.
You deftly slip over.
Before I panic too much, I'm just gonna sleep. I'm gonna get all of these dreams. Pretty sure they're important. Can't believe I forgot about that.
You are surrounded by warmth and friendship. There is the delicate taste of exotic fruit in your mouth, and the smell of 1,000 flowers fills your senses. You are again in the magic meadow near Spielberg. Then you see before you the bubbling fountain in the savannah near Tana. You can hear the rumbling purr of a savage jungle cat as it gently rubs its soft fur against you. You kneel down to take a drink of the cool, clear water. You look into the pool and see a reflection, not of your own face, but of another's. It is someone else you have never met, and yet know well. It is the face of the mage Erana.
You gonna help me what, Irana? Oh, hello. Whoa. Head out to the gypsy.
You gradually wake. The staff. You find.
Head out to the gypsy camp. Okay. I don't think that was an option earlier. But maybe it is now that I've seen a few more dreams. Oh, that's what the thing is hinting for. Okay. Oh, you had it half right, Obscure. I had to talk to the gypsies before I could do the Tanya thing. I like that the bunny is the one thing that you can't hit with magic easily. It's designed that even a magic user can go with the knife. It has fangs and stuff, but it's still a bunny. Oh, this is supposed to happen after? Really? Calm yourselves. Calm. Hello?
You swear the wolf growls out something that resembles fortune teller. The wolf howls an unintelligible response. What did you expect, a lecture on canines?
Maybe. Maybe it's just a really convincing
Tell
fursuit.
the wolf about your adventures. He restrains an obvious yawn.
Even the wolves are bored.
You thirst for more wisdom? Oh, you are
Thirsty
good.
for that D.
But it is knowledge only that brings long life.
You tell about your meeting with Katrina.
I have no knowledge of such a person.
I'm not seeing anything about the staff. Visions.
If I have any more vision, I have the magician.
Oh! Irana.
The magician
not see that
Irana's
before?
death is shrouded in mystery. I do not know her true fate, but I only know that her staff protects the town, and her garden protects anyone in need of safety. Irana's garden is to the south, and a little west of here. There used to be a small bush whose fruit was sweet and filling, and always available. But someone dug it up and took it. Why anyone would do such a thing, I do not know, I do not know. There is a tree whose fruit will restore magic to those who use it, but only a magical spell can get the fruit.
That's a hint about Irana's garden. You can get some magic fruit that restores your magic.
The staff of Irana has a great deal of magic. It protects the town from the undead. Although, between you and me, the townspeople do not know it. But I had a vision of it one night. I heard it speak in the dream. It told me how it protected the town and of its destiny spell. When the staff spoke no more, I saw a most beautiful crystal floating in the air. The staff touched it, and the crystal shattered. Oh, that was all I saw. In my vision, the staff said that it would guard the town until it cast its destiny spell. That one day, someone would bring a dead loved one before the staff. That person would trade his life force through the staff. The dead would rise, alive and well, though the one who gave his life for the dead would never know. That would be a true sacrifice, done with foreknowledge and with much love. The staff still stands in the town, so I do not think anyone has been willing to make such a sacrifice.
It doesn't.
So that sure does sound like something related to Tanya. I hope we're not gonna go get Yuri or Bella killed. Oh! Either way, we'll have to go see Tanya. Spam just for learning's sake.
That did.
I actually could have done this part as a kid. I just never. This is some fairly specific sets of events, so I actually never did this as a kid, even though I could have Unless this requires that ritual, but I really don't think it does. No, I think I'm good. I should know what to do now. Unless talking to Tanya doesn't give me a hint. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
Up.
Actually, wait until it's night and see if we get another visit of those two jackasses in the castle. Oh, and I love this grim. Look at this wonderful UI element for checking the time. It's so perfect. I love the UI in general for this game. Also, why would you ever... This game really could use 60 minutes, 3 hours, and 6 hours. Really. For the rest period. I don't know why you would ever rest for less than an hour. There's a lot of times you would easily need to rest more than an hour. Unfortunately, I think by doing this, I'm going to get some batters. I have magic. Actually, I'm not sure if magic is any good against that. Let's see if there's any spooks.
You carefully open the door just a little.
Nope, no spooks. Also, I like that they kind of do the heat distortion on this one torch up there. It might not be intentional because the other ones don't do that.
You sense no
magic. Just a friendly old ghost. Ghosts aren't magic, apparently.
Peering.
Alright. This is one of the ones that just mysteriously is not locked. I don't understand that. So that's what the staff was babbling about this whole time. Finding this castle as a kid, this was freaking amazing. And you enter it through a crypt. How badass is that? Hey, Tanya.
Hello. Vanna is so happy to be back with us now. He's our friend now, Toby. He's not a stranger.
Buddy? Oh, Trina.
Toby says Aunt Trina is his master. She sent Toby to be my friend so I would never have to be afraid of the night again. Yeah.
You tell about Irana's staff and how it can make Tanya back into a real little girl again.
I like the staff. It always made such pretty flowers in town. You say it will make me all better and I won't be a bad thing anymore?
You nod your head.
Shouldn't it also prevent her from entering the town?
Toby, I can see my mommy and Daddy again. Toby asks, what else will the staff do?
A slight case of murder.
You try to explain about sacrifice.
Same.
Toby says he understands. He says you should take us to the staff now, so I can be with my mommy and Daddy again. Oh, it feels weird here. Kinda happy. Icky. I'm scared.
Affecting you. Oh, his face.
I know you'll protect me, Toby, but who will protect you? Okay, Toby. I'll protect you.
You cast the Ritual of Release.
The sacrifice of life for love. Your love for the child is great.
You see Toby silently nod his head.
Will you trade your life to give life to the child? Will you die willingly for the one you love?
No, Toby, no!
So shall the sacrifice be done. So is the sacrifice complete. I am again the staff of Erana.
I'm so sorry, Toby. I didn't protect you too good, did I?
I think her dress actually changed colors since not becoming a
I love
vampire.
you too, Toby.
You take the sobbing child in your arms and carry her to the inn. You awaken her parents and are overwhelmed by their gratitude and joy. It is long before you manage to escape to the peace of your own room for what is left of the night. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
I like how we just sleep on top of the bed. It's harder to handle. Covers. Like I figured that gave us quite a lot of magic or score points.
You consult with your staff a while.
Let's take a look at the staff. You consult with your staff. God damn it. I just got that one. And staff. You have the legendary staff of the Archmage Arana. Makes a very nice walking stick. It looks so much less awesome now that it's out of the thing. It's just a curvy piece of wood.
I must thank you for saving our Tanya. You have brought joy again into our lives. We are in your debt. Oh, she is her joyful self again.
You're so nonchalant
The
about those
sound of a
events.
child's voice is the sweetest of music. We will do our best to show our love and never, never let her be afraid of the dark again. I do not know what to make of Tanya's stories about vampires. It is hard to imagine my lovely daughter as an undead. Gladly, though, I would go to the castle and drive a stake through the heart of the one who stole our daughter from us. I have always found it difficult to express emotion. Mordavian men are not supposed to show such things. Yet I cried freely when you brought Tanya back to us. I cannot remember ever being so happy.
You tell again how Toby sacrificed himself for Tanya.
He may have looked like a monster, but he obviously had a heart and mind of great kindness.
Remind the innkeeper that the vampires are still in the castle, and there may be other attempts at getting
Alright, I think I know enough.
We
for,
understand,
what to do.
and we will make certain no vampire can come near her again.
He right here is her. Let's get Bella out here.
It's sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I don't know how we can ever thank you enough. It's such a joy to have my little Tanya home again. My Tanya is her cheerful, loving self again. I could never thank you enough for the kindness you have shown us all. I don't understand with all this talk about vampires and Tanya. She has returned healthy and happy, and this is what's important. Of course, I will never forgive the woman who stole my baby from me. Still, I think I can understand her a little bit. I, too, have always wanted a child such as Tanya. I am only overjoyed to have my Tanya back.
Alright, I'll do a save before I do anything else. Like, I'll split my saves, I guess.
I knew Tanya was alive somewhere. I never lost hope that she would return.
Bella, you heard his story. Tanya was dead, an undead, a
See,
Nosferatu.
Yuri gets it.
She is fine right now, isn't she? As long as she's alive and well, what does it matter? I don't understand with all this talk about vampires and Tanya. She has returned healthy and happy, and this is what's important. Of course, I will never forgive the woman who stole my baby from me.
Oh wait, I already read that.
I might...
Alright. Tanya.
I didn't like him. He didn't like me. He didn't like Katrina either. They were always having fights, but he had to do what she told him to do, and that made him very mad. I liked Trina. She was kind to me and gave me lots of nice things. She even taught me to read and write, but I'll never go back to her. I want to stay with my mommy and daddy. Toby was my best friend in all the world. And I miss him. I wish he could come and live with us here.
This is actually Minnie Mouse, apparently.
I'm happy to be home again. Everyone in town has come to see me and talk to me, and it's fun to be important. I like it.
Unless you mean Bella. Oh yeah, you mean Bella. Right, save, call it after Tanya. And you save, and we'll call it end game, I'm assuming. And what will be most useful to grind? After all of that weightlifting and stuff, my strength is only 274. Ability. I actually think fighting is probably one of the best ways to get your stats up, but I don't think I'm in too dire of a need to do anything in particular. I guess we'll see.
Good day.
Oh crap, I skipped
good
it.
to see you again.
I made a save so I can see. Yeah. Benefits of saving often.
You have brought real joy to Mordavia by bringing Tanya back. When she was stolen, it was as if all the laughter here had been taken as well. You gave us back our happiness. One thing you can say about Mordavia is that it is never dull. Be careful out there.
Will do. Oh, let's visit Dr. Cranium. We should be able to see Frankie one of these frickin' days.
I have done it! The world shall not soon forget the genius of Dr. Cranium. The experiment is a success. Behold, Frankie! Ho, ho, ho. Is she not something? I'm looking forward to an exhilarating series of experiments with her. Ah, a very nice Frankie. I'm sure you will agree. Just as I planned. I believe she has all the assets necessary to become a premier scientific laboratory assistant. Is she not a wonder? My Frankie, fully functional in every way. In fact, I imagine she could even, you know, when you... no. I am sorry, but I really cannot reveal the nature of the experiments Frankie and I intend to perform. The world may not yet be ready for them. More importantly, I do not want anyone else taking credit for my results. Besides, Frankie is a little shy.
Let's get my daily potions.
This poor... I am a genius! I shall be famous everywhere! There have been others who have worked on the reanimation of dead tissue, but no scientist has a Frankie like mine! Whoopee!
Alright. We not talk to Frankie.
Could it be? Or is this just someone who has...
You can't talk to Frankie. It's all about the vampire.
You talk about your explorations in Moldavia and the many amazing creatures you've encountered.
Yes, that is the way of the true scientist. Do not rely on what others have told you, but experience them for yourself. I am glad that you are finding your vacation in Moldavia an educational experience.
Vacation.
You thumb your nose.
I was afraid of that. As an outsider here, you have apparently not yet built up an immunity to the Moldavian dancing sickness. We used to have several people in town who exhibited those symptoms, but I have not seen any cases in quite some time. Let us hope the disease does not prove fatal in your case.
I guess that's all we got out of here.
Do not be concerned if you should be unable to reach me during the next few days. Frankie and I shall be engaged in some very important and engrossing scientific research.
I like Dr. Crane a little less now. That's fine. What do you mean don't get the... Oh. Wow. Looks really weird without
With
the staff.
Irana's staff gone, the boulder is now just another large rock formation. Although flowers still grow on it. For now.
You mean buy some potions? I can't really buy potions. I have 8 though. And I can buy some more rations. My rations. Eat all of them? I guess they really disappear when you just kind of sleep all day.
Good.
Just buy a ton of rations.
They talk.
Tell.
Boy.
Let's just buy a ton of trail rations. Handful. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 8 is gonna be plenty.
Yeah, good night, and don't let the...
I guess I'm just gonna practice some fashion magic.
After
Alright, before it gets too late, I do want to see those guys. They probably have new dialogue. They usually do after every major event. The guys in the inn.
After
Some of the areas have really nice palette cycling for the nighttime. Mostly the town. I think every map cycles somewhat, but more noticeable in town. Oh, right. Break door. Sure.
You're right next to the Burgomeister's office. Breaking down the door is a sure way to end up in jail. You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
Wait, Dark One?
We do not dare to speak of the Dark One, for that way lies madness and despair. I'm sorry, I cannot help you.
Okay. What do you guys have to say?
Gotta tell you, there's many monsters out there roaming the night in Mordavia.
Yeah, many an eldritch creature crawls out of the dark. I know most of them.
It's a good thing we stay safe within the town walls and doors so we don't have to meet them.
All right, fine, so sue me. Maybe we do gossip once in a while.
Oh, you must mean my apartment. We know of no cave in Mordavia.
Another misplaced
Point is,
line.
we never repeat gossip, because we get it right the first time.
Actually, this quote-unquote gossip is about you.
Yeah, he's right, okay? Someone overheard Tanya playing where the staff used to be.
She was singing Trina's in love. Trina loves a human. Trina's in love. Kind of a good beating.
And, since you're the only alleged human having any dealings with that particular vampire...
We thought you just might be interested in that story before we go to the Inquirer.
You know, you can never tell about some people. Unless, of course, you're a gossip.
Well, sport fans, things are pretty quiet around here. Yuri and Bella are happy that Tanya's back.
Yeah, they're okay, you know? Even he goes back to his old self. We even speak to him occasionally now.
There's even a rumor going around that Boris and Olga may be getting together again.
On the other hand, there are vampires in the castle.
Yeah, and it's rough, are you kidding? I mean, that swamp still cuts us off from the rest of the world.
Yeah, and the the cave still darkly influences everything that goes on here in sleepy Mordavia.
So, we were a skosh curious about you.
Yeah, I mean, you're okay, but when are you gonna get around to taking care of all the rest of our problems?
After all, you're supposed to be the hero around here.
You start to tell them of your plans and the dangers you face.
Color me crazy, but, maybe it's better we don't know all the details.
Yeah, you know, I think we'll sleep better if we don't.
Yeah, what we don't know won't give us nightmares.
One dark day...
Oh, I remember. He was dressed in dark clothes, and he wore a hood over his head, so we couldn't quite see his face. I thought it was Tony Fields.
He spoke in a deep, sibilant voice, reminiscent of Vincent Price, and had a cruel chuckle.
Moseyed on up to each and every elephant in Mordavia, and whispered a little something in its ear.
Yeah, and by the next day, all the elephants had left town.
I just can't bear this. You gotta tell it.
After that, only the stranger was left in town.
I ran up to him. I asked him, "What have you done? What did you say to the elephants? My wife left me!"
Then he just threw off his clothes and cape, exposing himself to the whole world, and revealed that he was an elephant.
Yeah, he said, "Ha ha, you fools! I am an elephant."
Then he just packed up his trunk and left forever.
But to this day, on dark, cold nights, you can still hear the distant echoes of elephants trumpeting their mournful cries. My wife how I miss her.
And I call out, "You forgot to write! Not even a fax!" The elephants don't listen, and they never remember.
I'm not sure what the deal is with the elephants, but it's fantastic. Oh wait, let's
Straighten out.
get one last meal for the road here.
You get a fine meal of roast lamb garnished with red cabbage. Oh, and liberally flavored with garlic.
Right. Where'd Tanya go? Guess she doesn't like
You unlock.
booze hounds here. Make one last save. Not last, but you know, one last before. Oh wait, no, I want to save. Sleep until morning.
You
Scroll.
awaken as the sun begins to rise. The note says, "Meet me at the castle gates tonight."
You don't? It's our breakfast.
It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
If Tanya still hates garlic.
Good day.
Alrighty then. Actually, don't want to waste too much.
That didn't do anything useful.
You actually regain magic super slowly unless you actually or use a magic berry, but you only get one magic berry per day too. It's just like the other potions. No stamina potion. Game hint. You're supposed to, you know, rest for stamina instead.
After
Alrighty. Game. Meet her at the... Wait, was it the castle gates or the tower gates? Oh!
How nice of you
Hey.
to come. I'm afraid I accidentally signed the wrong name to your note.
Rude.
It's been ages since we last met. Come here and let me look at you.
That's a good idea.
you straighten out your jacket and retie your boots. Appearances count.
Say hi. Apologize for killing him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I killed you,
With
bro.
the utmost courtesy, you apologize to Adavis for having killed him in a horrible fiery death back in Russia.
You destroyed my plans of world domination.
It was just a
ended
prank,
my
bro.
life, turning me into a mere
The camera's right there.
vampire slave for Katrina. I will have my vengeance upon you both.
Oh, he's a vampire. Threaten him.
You tell Adavis that you've killed him once and you'll just have to kill him again.
Reasonable.
Good luck, monkey boy.
Rude.
You see, I'm already dead. Your feeble attacks mean nothing to me in my present form. You have no power against one such as I. Let's play a little game of fox and hound, shall we? I have summoned the hounds of death. Now we shall see whether you've kept up with your running lessons.
Oh, hello. You're too busy to cast a spell right now. Okay. Dead. What? Did I die? Oh.
You
Good loss.
fool! Did you really believe you could get away from me? I have you now, and you will pay for my death. It is you that caused me to become a vampire. If you had not killed me, I would never be forced to serve the Dark Master again. probably blame me for all the problems around here, don't you? You understand nothing. The Dark Master is the cause of all the woe that is here. The Dark Master brought you here against my better judgment. The Dark Master made me what I am now, a Nosferatu, and seeks to do the same to you. But I shall spare you that fate. I will mercifully end your miserable existence. Then the Dark Master and I will call forth eternal darkness, and we will no longer be limited to travel at night. Together, my master and I will create an army of undead, and we will conquer the world. Pity you won't be there to witness this. You cannot stop us now. You will never find your way out of this dungeon, and only a stake through the heart or more magic than you will ever have can stop us. You will die, knowing that you were destroyed by the Dark Master. The sun now rises, and I must go to my rest. You too shall rest. I will not allow you the chance to escape your fate, or to use that stake and hammer I torment you with here. Weapons of my destruction so close at hand, and yet so far. Sleep now, great hero. Tomorrow, we die.
I shouldn't need any more help at this
You
point.
find yourself falling asleep.
Perfect reading. He doesn't even walk away from the door, he just...
You wake up from what you thought was a nightmare, only to discover that it's only too real.
Alright, I'm gonna save here. I just want to look around the whole room here. Hey, it's an Iron Maiden.
It's an Iron Maiden, a popular torture and murder device. The inside bristles with sharp iron spikes. Unlike most things here, it is shiny and has no rust forming upon it. It's a grazing mace. You're feeling a little too emaciated to handle that mace at the moment.
Emaciated.
You're in a gloomy, foul-smelling room filled with instruments of torture and death. You don't notice anything special there? It's definitely a skeleton, make no bones about it. The Borgovs were notoriously sloppy housekeepers. It's not clear whether the cages are designed to hold prisoners or hungry monsters. Maybe both are put in at the same time. It looks like the sort of metal collar from which a chandelier might be supported. You suspect, however, that it's used for hanging something else in this setting. The heavily barred and reinforced door leads out to one of the castle's stairways. You're in a It's a huge saw, ideal for sectioning trees or prisoners. It's a huge...
Daggers?
You're in a The executioner's axe is neatly stored in the chopping block, waiting to get ahead.
Oh.
It's a stout stake of the oaken variety. It's a heavy iron hammer.
That's useful. So, what do I got?
The platform makes it easier to reach prisoners hanging from the ceiling. There are loops set into the rocks in order to attach foot chains.
Oh, you're looking heroic today. That's not expecting. Oh.
You don't have the strength to break the chains. Your weapon is now magically charged.
Alright, I remember that one. The voice clip for that one is super weird.
You sense no
I
magic.
just stood up! I'm fine. I'm
You
fine.
find yourself chained to the...
My animation destroyed what the game was trying to do. Probably pick the locks, I guess.
You open the lock on the chains easily. It seems your foe has underestimated you once again. It does seem odd, though, that he didn't bother to remove your backpack.
Hey, don't go off. I need that.
You take the wooden stake and stake its claim in your pack.
Let's kill ourselves. The stake? It's a stake. True, sometimes it's... Oh my god. That's not a steak, it's a steak. True, it's sometimes hard to tell the difference, but better get it straight, or at least properly cooked. But that wasn't read out loud. Stake. It weighs 5 quarks. This is your basic wooden stake suitable for erecting tents and slaying vampires. You don't have a tent. Grab that. Pick up the heavy hammer. Back. I guess they're running out of...
You hit yourself on the side of the head with the iron hammer. Why? Because it feels so good when you stop.
The heavy iron hammer gives you a stake in the future. Usable cloth shopping bag reduces waste and makes a handy container. Bagging big game with this. You pound the stake with your hammer, making a solid thunks. Better not, you direct the blood. Stake the Dark One sign. Well, you'll kill us a vampire. Out there? Oh! Nope.
There is something large under the water that is either lonely or hungry. You don't want to find out which.
I actually totally do. I 110% want to find out if it is hungry or lonely, or both.
There is...
No. No.
There is some...
It doesn't even stop me if I click out fast enough.
There...
No. Whatever, get the axe.
It wouldn't make a good fighting axe, it's just balanced for executions.
Let's go on the Iron Maiden.
Now that you look closely, there does seem to be something a bit odd about the design of the Iron Maiden. But take a deep breath and step inside.
It wasn't covered in rust though, so maybe this is a good thing. Yep.
You're in a lady's richly decorated bedroom. The coffin, where there should be a bed, seems a bit out of place. But there's no accounting for tastes. Sculptures are so realistic they almost seem alive. And hungry.
Kind of out of place.
Plants help to keep the air fresh in here. Isn't it nice to know that even vampires can be environmentally sensitive? Plants
Either that or
keep
it's
the
just
air
planted
fresh
there to make you think that they are.
Only shards remain of the mirror. It appears to have been shattered by a single violent blow.
That is cool flavor right there.
In contrast to the lushness of the other furnishings in this room, the plain desk and chair are obviously functional and frequently used.
You know you would be pissed if you were a vampire and you look in the mirror.
You see some neatly inscribed notes on magical spells, but they're mostly too esoteric for you to understand. In any case, it would be unsafe to spend much time fiddling with the desk. The vampire might awaken at any moment.
Oh right, vampire. Hi.
Where a bed would normally be is a closed coffin. It is an ornate affair, apparently custom designed for someone who expected to be in and out of it. Judging from the size of these pots, Katrina must really earn a lot. Top of this ornamental shield is shaped like a bat on the wing. Heavy brocade curtains break up the plain stone walls. Despite them, the room has an unnatural, death-like chilliness.
Open the curtain.
It would be a little premature to say it's curtains for you, or would it?
Alright. Steak.
That didn't do it. That
Steak.
didn't. That didn't. That didn't.
Steak.
That didn't.
Dude, what are you doing? Stake him. Or her. Is that her or him?
That didn't. That didn't.
Why can I not? Oh, I gotta open it. Hi. Did I just lose the game because I looked at her?
Suddenly you find yourself
You! What are you? How dare you! Try to kill me, were you?
Maybe. Uh-oh.
How dare you!
Uh-oh.
You break into my home, steal away my child, kill my servant Toby, and then return to kill me?
I mean, I guess it is a little rude.
I befriended you and helped you. Some hero you are. I should leave you here to rot. I should let the rats gnaw your bones while you hang there. Give me one reason. One excuse why I should not leave you here to die.
Let's tell her the joke. Let's tell her the joke. Wait, hold on. Bondage time. Okay.
Katrina no longer bears any resemblance to the innocent peasant girl who pretended to be your friend. She has now revealed in the full extent of her power and anger.
Hi. And you're tell Katrina you love her. I really did expect there would be that joke. Tell Katrina I love her. That was the lamest whip ever.
Tell me you love me and then try to put a stake in my heart, no doubt. Don't you dare say those words to me. After all you have done to hurt me so far. The truth, now! Or I will make certain you regret lying to me. Why did you come here?
Premeditated murder? Oh, I can't talk about... Hey, no, I wanted to talk about... Fun. Game. You do it, game. Okay. Ask about Ed Davis.
He came to me many years ago to learn from the one called the Dark Master. What he did not know was the Dark Master was a woman. He was quite appalled by the fact. He challenged me to a magical duel and lost. I made him my servant for 50 years, until I grew bored with him and turned him loose. But I had been there, and he knew that on his death he would rise again as a vampire under my command. He has served me since the night you defeated him. He hates me, and he is waiting for the opportunity to drive a stake through my heart. But he cannot harm me unless I harm him first. So why did you attempt to destroy me instead of your old enemy, Aegis? Do you fear me that much?
Intentions.
I want you to know what it is like to be helpless. I want you to feel what it is like to know your enemy has a weapon and you can't do anything to stop them from killing you. I want you to know what it is like to be trapped away, never again to see the sunlight. Then perhaps you will understand why I have done what I have done. Then maybe you will realize why I needed someone who could walk openly in the daylight, could talk and make friends with people. Why I wanted your help.
Help to do what?
I am a vampire, yes. I am a powerful magic user as well. I am also a woman. I was attracted to you.
My God,
I have never met anyone like you.
No way.
I trusted you. Then you destroy the child I loved and break into my home to destroy me. How could you? Why? I summoned you here to Mordavia. Aegis told me how you defeated him, and I needed someone resourceful and powerful. The summoning spell was interrupted by the magic from the Dark One's cave, and you appeared there. I opened the cave mouth and hoped you could find your way out. I tried to make you think that I was a real woman, someone to talk to and be your friend. You don't know how long it has been since I have had a real friend. I wanted your help. That is why you are here. Now you only need to know what I want you to do. You will help me. No matter what, you will do what I want. Does that satisfy your curiosity? Then why don't you satisfy mine? What were you trying to prove by opening my coffin?
Just a prank, sis. Right. Child.
Tell how you returned the child to her parents and how happy she is now.
I loved her. I gave her everything she ever wanted. Toys, Toby to talk and play with. She was no longer afraid of the night. She was happy here.
Tell Katrina that Tanya is happy now.
You think it was wrong of me to take her from her parents? They ignored her. They never gave her anything. I gave her everything.
You remind Katrina that she did kill Tanya.
Killed her? I lifted her to a new life. One where she would not have to fear growing old and ugly. One where she would never have to die again. You were the one who killed her! Returned her to fear and age and to face death again. I loved her. And she loved me.
You're saying you love a lot of people. I don't know if I can believe that. Oh. Sorry. Explain my actions.
Try to explain what you're doing in Katrina's bedroom.
Trying to find an exit from the dungeon? Just couldn't pass up a chance to look at the helpless vampire, could you? Funny place to look for an escape route, wasn't it? I have decided that I still have a use for you. Alive. If you help me, you may still manage to leave Mordavia without my mark on you. I want you to seek out the 5 missing Dark One rituals and return to the castle.
Well, actually...
Together we will summon the Dark One and bring eternal night to this land. You will help me, won't you? Or must I take more drastic measures to assure your obedience? The telltale mark of a vampire's victim is the pair of puncture wounds on the throat.
How do vampires do just the tiny teeth, but not, you know, the other teeth? Drastic method.
I can bite your throat and lick your blood until you are vacant. You will then be alive, but under my complete control. However, you would find it difficult to think clearly, and it would take you a long time to heal. You would be very vulnerable to attack from the monsters of the night. Since I do not want you to die just yet, I will restrain myself from caressing your very handsome throat with my teeth. For now, anyway.
But I kind of want you to kill me, actually. I can get a funny game over screen. Eternal night.
The Dark One will cast the shadow of darkness upon this land. Daylight will never come again. Then I will no longer need to sleep helpless in my coffin. I will no longer be vulnerable to any mere human who seeks to drive a stake through my heart. I truly will be the Dark Master.
At the same time, both the most pragmatic and the stupidest excuse I've ever heard for trying to cover the world in eternal darkness.
The Dark One lies dreaming between this world and its own. The Dark One's cave not only is a temple to the Dark One, it is the Dark One. I need the rituals in order to bring the Dark One back into this world.
Katrina no...
They wait long enough, will she just kill me? I love the half-hearted, just like gentle little taps there. Alright, is this... I'll just agree to help.
Tell Katrina that you'll do anything at all, if she'll just let you go and not rip your throat out.
Very well. But because I can never completely trust you, I will make certain you carry out my bidding.
Uh-oh.
By my will, I guess thee. Thou shalt seek the heart, ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the blood, ritual of the Dark One.
Why are you
Thou
singing?
shalt seek the breath, ritual of the Dark One.
Why are you singing?
Thou shalt seek the bone, ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the sense, ritual of the Dark One. Return with these rituals ere 3 nights pass, lest ye suffer. Thus is your guess. So go and return with the rituals soon. I would not want you to suffer after all.
So she must have the mouth ritual. Yeah, the mouth ritual. Hey, I have them in my backpack. If you would just frickin' whatever. Is that like Code Geass? Is that some anime shit? Wait, how do I get back? I love that she's just... Yeah, 3 days is actually a fairly reasonable amount of time at this point. To go and get those. Like, you should have gotten all of the hints. If you don't already have those, you
straighten out.
I have a tie?
You straighten out your jacket.
You retie your boot.
You apply your shoulder to the crypt door with a
Fuck. I can't believe shit. If she had waited for like 5 seconds, I would like, hey, I actually. We look under here?
You find nothing.
We did.
Use it.
Is that actually like related to what Code Geass is named for? I've never actually. What do you mean find the main gate open? I was just at the main gate. Don't please. Please don't tell me I have to go back. I figured she would be in her room or something.
The door's right. You warm your hand.
Crap. Turn to the castle and main gate open. Okay.
Reach up.
Alright, I guess this isn't... The game world feels pretty big, but it doesn't really take too far to get from one side to the other or anything. When you know what you're doing. Hello, Commander Block. Kinda just in time for the ending here. It's kind of like Link to the Past in that way. Link to the Past isn't really super huge. It feels super huge, but when you have all of your gear and you know where you need to go, even without the ocarina, it doesn't really... This wasn't open 2 minutes ago.
The tower is empty. The gatekeeper is nowhere to be seen. It looks pretty much as you'd expect. It looks...
They just put, it looks pretty much as you'd expect on anything that, you know, they forgot to code stuff for.
A dark, ominous castle looms upon the tall, craggy mountain. The road winds its way perilously across the treacherous gorge.
It's the most impractical castle ever, by the way. Look at that. It's so Disney, though. I'm sure that's why. Oh, whoa. What? What? I was just here!
Oh,
I was just here.
Good boy you are. You would never do anything to hurt me, would you? Unlike some others I could name. So, you have returned with the rituals. Good. Very good. We will journey at once to the Dark One's cave. Soon, it will be forever night and I shall never be at anyone's mercy again.
I love how she teleported the fire away, too.
Ya Awfuljsdev, hear me, great Dark One. Open thy mouth that we may enter. Open thy mouth that will swallow us all. Open thy mouth of darkness, ya awfuljsdev.
That is all I can do for you, Tap Tap. You will need to perform the other rituals yourself. What was
We will
that?
be watching you.
That was
You will
awkward.
not even think of trying to betray us.
The last ritual remains with the High Priest. You will need to take it before you begin the other rituals.
What do you mean?
Please, be careful.
What do you mean?
Yes, we would hate for anything unpleasant to happen to you.
Enter now, and good luck.
She's so freaking weird. He's all... I guess that is the real mouth. All the tentacles. Oh! What are you? Hello?
As awful as it now appears, something about the creature's shape suggests that it was once as human as you. Something truly terrible must have occurred to change it to its current shape. The horrible being seems to be asleep.
So, Saundra. Okay, let's save. Bondage time.
As awful, you see an old leather-bound book.
Let myself down.
You can't reach the... I think... This is not a good place. This is not... That didn't do it. Boop. Casting frostbite on a defenseless blob creature. It was cold. Effective, but cold.
A defenseless blob creature.
You sense...
So this thing's not magical.
The gruesome creature is a cross between a squid, chocolate pudding,
and
your worst nightmares. It looks awake, alert, and as if it would enjoy having you for supper. A large book lies on the ground beside it. As awful as it now appears.
Throw rocks at it. Aw, I don't have rocks.
You decide you'd be better off with...
Throws it and then... Oop.
Oh, that's got to smart. Oh, that... Oh. Oh. Casting frost. The creature quivers with pain.
Okay, I was probably supposed to leave it asleep. Mr. Tentacle Friend. No, Mr. Tentacle Friend? Strange.
Whoa, the ground is really... You can't read...
What's happening? It seemed to be in a cutscene, but it's not progressing. Game. Like, I just soft locked. Well, that's why I say it. Well, that's why I say it. No, not that Mr. Tentacle. The different Mr. Tentacle thing.
You don't...
There's a tentacle thing that comes out of the holes that's much larger. Oh, how do we climb down? Do I cut the rope? Fly across.
It would be nice work if you could get it, but you don't know a flying spell. The best you can do is to levitate, but that just takes you up and down, unless you can find a way to let the wind help you.
Oh, it was just a specific pixel I had. Oh, this is the thing that tried to grab me? Tentacles are smaller, but whatever. They climb down. Oh, we are very close to this.
Disgusting, slimy creature seems to have heard something. It's starting to stir. You might be in the soup this time. That thing looks as though it can really dish it out. Now you've done it. The horror has woken up completely and it looks hungry.
I didn't do anything.
You're also having some trouble keeping the contents of your stomach in sight of the creature.
Oh, sweet! We get to see it. Immune to fire. What the? That's the Bowser sound effect from Mario Bros. 64. Did you see his nipple rings? Oh my god, tell me you saw his nipple rings. Okay, he's dead.
The thing looks dead. It's not easy to tell that a mound of grotesque flesh is dead, mind you, but you've got a feeling for such things now. Dead is dead. The horror is gross, slimy, and...
Yeah, that's why I said it's Bowser. Dead. So this is actually before Mario Kart 64, I think. Let's cut it up.
The slimy, tentacled beast thing from the depths of the underworld is but a carcass now. It also has less adjectives.
Okay. Let's pelt it with magic.
Slimy.
Oh. Put a stake through its heart.
That didn't do. That didn't.
Nah, whatever. Let's take it.
You see You pick up the book and read it. It is the diary of the last boyar. It seems that the thing in the pit was the last boyar. Being a servant of the Dark One didn't do much for his looks or disposition. On the last page is the thing you have been searching for.
Oh, hi.
The ritual of essence. Now you have all the rituals, and the summoning of the Dark One can begin.
Yay!
The book crumbles into dust in your hands moments after you memorize the final ritual.
That's gonna pick up.
It doesn't.
Hey, can we go into the cave?
It doesn't.
Go in the cave. No, go in the cave.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
I just killed that. Certain things are not written, you know, with certain progression in mind. Bowser's pain roars a stock sound. Not entirely surprising. Alrighty. Do I go back out to them, or do I just continue on in? Why did it give me the magic option? I can't use magic. Well, I can use magic, but I don't know levitate. Weird. That's an option you're supposed to get as a magic user. The sphincter's puckering for us. Lovely.
This stone valve seals...
You're not going to comment on the puckering?
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it. The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you.
Did I really not Stepsaz?
Those scratches on the cave floor look deliberate.
Is there something I can do with that thief mark? Because it doesn't seem to let me.
Not
give you the bird. No. On a staff, maybe?
The altar remains unmarked.
Alright.
The entire cave is suffused with dark, eldritch magic. The focus seems to be the altar near the center of the chamber. That didn't...
Back in here. Been a while since we were in here, isn't it?
The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but...
Oh, wait, they recycled that.
There's nothing... The altar feels... It doesn't burn. That.
We can just kind of go back in here if we want.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Like I can just barely tell there's a little bone here. Skull there. I really love the pixel art in this game. It feels like scan painting.
Try as you might,
it works really
the stone valve will not open.
Yeah, there's a delay in the stream. There's always a delay. What do you mean?
Try as you might.
This isn't the right time.
Try as you might. Try as you might. You straighten. That.
I think I can go back. The door is glitched now. That boy are. I've already seen what it looks like with both torches. Do I have to put a ritual here, maybe?
You put the torch back. Torch. This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals. The altar feels straight.
You want a ritual, my friend? I got rituals.
That didn't.
I'm like discount rituals warehouse over here.
There are lines in the sand, as if it has been used in the past to form pictures. There is no apparent pattern to the lines at the moment. You press the Dark One sign against the top of the altar. The sand swirls and shifts to form a mirror image of the sign. The Dark One sign dissolves into the sand, its purpose fulfilled at last.
Rest in peace. But which ritual?
You unroll the scroll containing the bone ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya, awfuljsdev, Dark One, come! I stand among your massive bones. Let your skeleton once more be filled with your presence. The rocks of the cave creak and groan around you, as if forced to bear some massive weight. Ya, awfuljsdev, take shape once more in this place that is your home. Stand again among us. The bones near the altar start to sway and move, as if a massive wind was blowing change through the cavern. Ya, awfuljsdev, Dark One, come. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. Suddenly you realize that the nearest bones have formed into a cage and are closing around you.
Oh, fun. What do you mean? I can't move. Don't. You're crushed! Better bone up on your acrobatic skills. You'd be quicker than that to make where you're playing the bones. Did it save right before that? I tried to jump. Whatever. I guess the puckering indicates which thing we need. Freaking Dark One sign.
The altar doesn't look quite...
Oh, we do need that.
You put...
I guess I'll be saying goodbye to my torch too.
That didn't... You want...
Ah! Take that, bones!
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the wall.
I can't even look at the thing that was trying to kill me? Whatever.
You take... This torch is...
I guess we're just gonna ignore the bones. wounds. It's fine. Why is it
Force
trying?
the sphincter open.
Why is it trying to kill us when we're trying to revive it? That's just rude. Okay, it's the puckering. We must go into the puckering. And I've never. It's so exciting to see rooms that I've never seen before in this game. I played it so much, but I never got to get this far.
This large rock pillar doesn't look to be anchored in any way, although it looks heavy enough that it would take great strength to move it. You are in an eerie cave that appears to have been formed by red lava. It's a long way down to the pits between the narrow passageways. A stone arch forms a sort of bridge at this point.
And the lava is the blood.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. Feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it. A bowl set beneath the altar is partly filled with the still viscous blood of many past victims. You can see black stains on the sides of the bowl, grim relics of the dark priests with bad aim.
I love when this game mixes its humor and grim stuff.
You are in an eerie cave that appears to have been formed. It's a large, rather ordinary boulder. Why jump? It's too far. Why would you? Why jump?
Don't get pissy with me.
You move as close as you can get to the island, then try a death-defying acrobatic leap towards it.
I assume that, like, you push something over is the...
The upper shelf looks pretty distant. It would take an incredible feat of acrobatics to make it from here.
Yes. Splat. Apparently it was a little too risky for you. Remember the hearing that practice makes perfect? Oh god, do I actually have to practice? I'm pretty much... One game. You can do it. You can do it, honey. Fine. You're golden, baby. You can do this. You can do this. Just believe in yourself. Just do it! There we go. Okay. Please don't tell me I have to practice acrobatics in the middle of this cave.
You move as... You...
What? Seriously? I have to practice my acrobatics? Yeah, I'll practice my acrobatics until I have 50. Why is he so slow in this room? Or not 50, 200.
That didn't...
Let me get out of here.
The exit seems to be magically sealed. Solid...
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Why am I slow? Why did the speed stat go down?
You move...
Please tell me this... Please tell me this is raising it incredibly fast. It is not! Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. This is freaking rude. This is freaking rude. I can't just spam it. When you're outside in Mordavia, you can spam it. I figured acrobatics was gonna be useless. You never need to pass a check for this before. Alright, we have 200. Right, that's enough. You gotta we gotta pucker and do this.
The upper...
Yes. Alright, we did it! Here's your blood ritual. Stupid. Dumb. Ugly.
You unroll the scroll containing the blood ritual. Words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Yeah, awfuljsdev, bringer of blood. I bring fresh blood to fill your veins. Following the scroll's instructions, you prick your finger and let a few drops of blood drip into the altar bowl. They seem to sizzle and roil within the black bowl. Yeah, awfuljsdev. Let this chamber fill with your fiery blood once more. Drops of thick acid liquid begin to form and drip from the altar into the bowl. Ya, awfuljsdev, bringer of blood! The dark liquid oozes forth from openings throughout the chamber and begins to fill the channels below. The blood hisses and sizzles as it flows. The scroll falls from your hands into the altar bowl, where it is instantly consumed by the acid.
Alright, let's leave. You have to stop that flow.
A thick, putrescent liquid now oozes and flows through the cave. It looks highly corrosive and in general like something you'd best avoid.
Alright, something we'd best avoid. That sounds good. Nice. Fun.
From the way the blood is gouging new channels in the rock, you suspect that touching it would probably be your last action.
Fine, I'm into that. Go into it. Oh, come on. Alright, push that boulder.
You can't budge.
Why are there bird sounds? Do you hear the bird sounds?
I
think strength is supposed to push the boulder. Oop! There we go! As you pass out of the hot shower of acid and blood, you finally realize just how the Wicked Witch of the West felt in her last moments. These are yours. What? Okay. Pucker up, we're going back. Alright, let's just jump back. Oop.
You move as close as you can.
Those are definitely bird sounds.
Why jump?
Why are there bird sounds? And why does this reset my speed to medium? Alright. Pucker number 3. What's my score looking like these days? I'm assuming... Oh. Maybe not. I was about to say the other stats cap at 400, so maybe 400 is the max for score, but no. Can't be that close. Oh, come on.
The stone has been formed into a number of strange globes in this part of the cave. A stone image of a huge unearthly creature with tentacles has been carved out of the rock on the left side. The huge stone tentacle is hollow. It somehow reminds you of a mocking imitation of a musical instrument. The stone bubbles have joined here into what almost appears to be a monster head.
I think I can figure it out from here. I shouldn't need...
Stone
I really just
bubbles
needed help for that one... find that around his staff. Right.
You can't get this valve to move at all. Despite their appearance, the bubbles are formed of solid stone. Despite...
Let's go touch this.
It doesn't budge. It doesn't...
Aww.
Your spell has no effect.
Really?
Your spell...
Okay. I guess they're probably in order. Here you go.
You unroll the scroll containing the breath ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to read the ritual. Ya, awfuljsdev of the breath of night, I shall come to draw forth your breath in the song of shadows. On the most right horn shall I begin thy song. The shadows of darkness gather. Ya, awfuljsdev, then shall I play on the leftmost of 3. The wind shall come forth among the shadows. I shall bring breath again unto thy centre. The wind of darkness blows all before it. Yeah, a woozle of the breath of night. I shall sound the final note on high. The shadows of darkness shall rise again. You sense an awakening and a waiting within the altar, as if it is alive and expecting something more. No one... It does...
What? You suppose he's created a vacuum inside the tentacle by blowing so hard? Or was it just hungry? Whatever the reason. Explosive decompression set in. Okay. I figured I had to click it to, like, open a different UI, but no, I guess I just have to click on the tentacles in order from this screen.
You unroll the scroll.
Oh, crap. What was the first one again?
You unroll the scroll containing... Yeah, a woozle of the... On the most right horn...
Okay, right, left, middle, up.
You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle.
Where's the leftmost one?
The altar feels straight. The altar...
Is the leftmost? How is that not the leftmost one? Come on. What the heck? Why does this take so long to load? This is an ancient DOS game running on a 4.5 gigahertz processor. Read that again. Here you go.
You unroll the... Yeah, on the most right horn
right.
shall I...
Left.
Yeah, a woozle. Then I shall bring breath again. Yeah, a woozle of the
What do you mean
breath
the final
of...
note on
you
high?
send...
What do you mean lower left?
You take...
That amazing breath sound.
The altar... That... The altar...
Is it like a lower one?
The altar...
I don't see a leftmost tentacle. Like this one?
You take a deep breath, then blow hard.
That is not the leftmost tentacle. I object. Oh, whatever. I got
You
it.
take
now.
a deep breath.
That breath sound is the best voice acting in this whole
You
game.
take a deep breath.
Dust swirls through the chamber as the giant lung blows its powerful wind. Go in? Let's go in.
Dust swirls through the...
Whee! Oop! Splat. Oh my gosh, he has eyes! Look at that!
Dust swirls...
Supposed to do something about this? Splat. Oh. No, we're fine. Fine. Okay. I think I just got unbirthed a few times, but it's fine. Alright, what lies this in? This must be the... Yeah.
You feel totally numb.
This is the sense one.
Can't see anything, feel anything, hear anything, taste anything, or even smell anything. Is this totally senseless? Wait. You just felt something, hard and round with some spiky bits sticking out.
It's me!
Your sense of touch has
It's
returned.
me! Hello, me.
You still can't see a thing. You feel a cluster of round, spiky balls.
Hey, don't touch those.
That
That's
didn't do it.
lewd.
Wow, did something just die in here? Your sense of smell has just returned with a vengeance. Kinda wish it hadn't.
Alright.
You hear a loud, almost explosive pounding and something like rushing water. After a moment you realize that you're hearing the sounds of your own heartbeat and of the blood pulsing through your veins. You stand still for a second until the sounds subside to a dull throb. You can hear again. Blinding glare assaults your vision, and you nearly fall from the path. It's as if you're staring directly at the sun. After a bit, you still see stars. Now at last you can see the cave you're in. Ahead of you lies the altar.
I don't think that path was failable. What the hell is
It's a round ball with a number of sharp-looking spikes.
It's not as an expert on spike balls, that is not a spike ball if I've ever seen one. Those are like testicles.
You don't notice anything special there?
I'm sorry? You don't notice anything special? Oh my god, it's a nose. We passed through the nose cavern and the ear cavern. This doesn't look like an eye.
A cluster.
No, it was a hand. It doesn't look like a hand either, though.
You don't. It's a round ball with a number of sharp-looking. You see a moss-covered cave. Slime drips out of the entrance.
Gross. It's a snotty nose.
You don't know. It's a round ball with. It looks like a stone sledgehammer.
The eardrum.
It appears to be a giant slingshot or a stirrup.
Oh,
you are looking into a giant eye, which appears to be looking right back at you.
Where's the hand?
This dendrite stem is a little narrower and more accessible than the other.
Oh, I guess hairs make sense for sense.
You feel a round globe with a number of sharp, spiky points. The altar feels strangely warm to your...
I'll say the same thing. That's so lame. I thought there would be...
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood.
Hey, that's the same thing too. Come on. How's this one gonna try to kill me? Click the hand after you gain each sense. Some interesting messages about... Okay.
The altar feels strangely warm to your... You feel a sense of pressure in one eye. There's a rock with a flat... There's a rock... You feel disoriented somewhere inside yourself as you touch the flat stone anvil.
Yeah, they're probably nerves, I guess.
You feel a round globe with the number... That didn't do... That... You feel a round globe.
Why can't I touch the ear?
That...
Touch the nose.
It feels like slimy stone covered with moss. It feels like...
Wait, can I go up this thing?
It feels... You feel a cluster of... You feel a...
Yeah, nerves makes...
You feel a round...
Here's your ritual, friend.
You begin to read the sense ritual before the altar. Ya, awfuljsdev! Dark calls unto darkness.
Oh, they're
Reach out
tentacles.
thy tentacles to feel life again. Let the sense of this world permeate thy smell. Ya, awfuljsdev! The sounds of our world are loud in thine ears to do with what thou will. Let the light and shadow of this world enter thy sight. Let thine own shadow of darkness cover the world without the need of light. Ya, awfuljsdev! Dark calls unto darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. You hear a crackling noise and see flashes of lightning from the dendrites as the smell of ozone permeates the air.
Oh, good. don't, no, hero, no. Save. Pucker up. Seems easy. Are there any sparks in this? I want to see what it says. Boop. Oh, it just hurts? It just hurts? Lame. I don't want to take that damage though. Yeah, I guess they must be nerves if they have electrical signals. Beep. You have the power! Actually, the power is you. You perform a fairly credible imitation of a giant iridescent light bulb before burning out with a final flash. Dendrites are nerves in the brain. Hello, Parker. They're named because they reach out like little bits of tree. It's surprisingly not annoying today. Come on, game, you can do it. Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do. Okay. Okay. Oh. Aw, god damn it. Okay. I forgot why I had to reload. Alright. Why is it so... I should be able to emulate the entire, like, timeline of this game in, like, a fraction of a second. BC. Still. Get the point. You know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna eat some potion there. And go the hell out of here. Yeah, I love the comedy skeleton thing. Alright, now for the heart ritual. Yo, heart.
You unroll the scroll containing the heart ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Yeah, awfuljsdev, master of darkness, your servant stands now before your heart of darkness. Let your heart pulsate again with power and life. You feel a heavy throbbing sensation from your own heart, as if some force is trying to rip it free from your chest. Yeah, awfuljsdev, let the heart of darkness force the black blood through your veins. The pressure on your chest relaxes as the stone heart begins to pulse and throb with unearthly energy. Yeah, awfuljsdev, master of darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. The rumbling noise grows louder as a passage opening appears in the ceiling above the heart altar. The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Alright, I guess let's go back to Arena. I think any reasonable hero would just kill themselves rather than, risk any of this, The slightest chance of failure is way worse than, just one hero dying. Oh, I was supposed to... Oh, crap. It's okay, the dark one can wait a few minutes while I, get my... Heroes need naps too, Open. Oh right, I remember this.
The altar is covered with dark stains as of blood.
At the very top is like a hole.
A new exit has appeared in the ceiling above the altar. You sense, rather than see, a dark glow throbbing and pulsating to the rhythm of the... The entire cave.
Alright, let's get out of here. Boop. Oh. Let's just stick that in his heart there. That's fine. Music was very confused for a second. Whoa!
Very good. You have succeeded where many have failed.
Why are you already here?
Begin the final ritual.
Hello,
Soon
sweetie.
the darkness will return to this land, and I will never lie helpless in my coffin again. Summon awfuljsdev and free the shadows of darkness.
Enough talk! Let's get this over with.
I do believe you are jealous. Is
So
that
jelly.
because this hero stopped you from
Peanut butter
summoning
and jelly
Aegis
sandwich
so
right
long
now.
ago? You resent the fact that I triumph while you fail, don't you?
I only wish to begin your moment of triumph, my dear Dark Master.
Look at how jelly he is!
Very well. Let the final ritual begin.
You begin to recite the final ritual. Ya, awfuljsdev, we summon thee. Cold chill fills you, and you feel as if your blood was being sucked from your veins. Still you continue. Oh, great Dark One, enter the world of light. You feel as if your feet were slowly and painfully dissolving into the floor as if by acid. Somehow you continue the essence ritual. Oh, shadows of darkness, enter the land of the living. Your arms feel as if they were frozen, locked forever holding this paper. You continue to speak because you have no other choice. Oh, Master of the Forever Night, return to your own body and live again. Your head aches, and it's getting incredibly difficult to concentrate. You can barely intone the last words of the ritual. Ya, awfuljsdev, we summon thee.
Yes! Yes! The spell is completed, and awfuljsdev awakens. Darkness will fill the land, and we will never flee the sunshine again.
Oh. Traitor! Hold up. Oh. Rude.
No! How dare you!
Ah, you have just shattered the bonds which bound me. Now we shall see who is the true Dark Master.
Am I supposed to do something? No.
I am still a far greater master of magic than you. I am a far more powerful vampire than you. Do you really think your spells can harm me?
It's almost giving me some Mega Man Legends vibes. It's music. Doing it.
But my dear Katrine, I do not need to cast spells at you to destroy you. I intend only to destroy my enemy, the one you seem so fond of. Everyone die.
No!
These
I will
minis.
not let him die!
Don't kill me. Oh.
The fool! I knew that awfuljsdev would be attracted by that spell. Now Katrina will have all the darkness she so desired, and much, much more. Ah, the first part of my vengeance is complete. Now I can enjoy fully watching you die slowly and painfully.
The tendrils you clutch so desperately are starting to slip through your numb fingers. You cannot hold on much longer. Still, there is a fire burning inside you as you realize that Katrina truly cared for you. You know that you must stop Aegis once more and forever, and prevent the Dark One from fully entering this world.
There's
now
no
my ass
place
is
you
on
can
fire.
run to, and no place for you to hide. Soon there won't even be a place to stand upon. Getting worried, great hero?
Oh, we're fine. Okay. gonna pause here and take a sealed.
You don't have time to deal with the crystal right now. Aegis is trying to kill you.
Okay.
You face the worst of two worlds. Aegis still has the magic that made him a power when he was alive, but now he has the strength and abilities of a vampire as well.
Since magic. Seems like a reasonable thing to do right now.
The entire cave is suffused with magic. The chaotic magic of the Dark One is stronger here than anywhere else in the cave, but you also sense Irana's gentle, healing magic, and the lustful, greedy power of Aegis. The magic is strongest around the glowing crystal.
I'm assuming that there must be a hint about the staff. So here. Staff on the crystal up, dead. Oh, this is the thing from the vision. Excellent. Finally, we failed so hard that the Dark One has arisen. So close, and yet, as the shadows of darkness cover the land, and thousands of voices cry out in agony and grief, you think to yourself, maybe that wasn't quite the right thing to do. Alright. Probably Irana's staff, isn't it? There we go.
The staff has changed in your hands into a sharp wooden stake.
Cute toy, but you'll never get close enough to hurt me with it. My spells will destroy you utterly should you be so foolish as to try.
You don't have time to deal with it. This is a close-up weapon. It isn't balanced for throw.
Oh, you really do not have much time here. The staff turn into a thing. Oh, it's the joke! First, I'm gonna make the thief sign now.
Adopt the traditional thief sign. No one...
What are you laughing about? Are you mad?
I just laughed at him.
Such a pleasant sight to see you grovel.
You tell Aegis you have contacted the Wizards Institute of Technosity, and every wizard who ever lived is waiting outside to destroy him.
I don't believe you.
You inquired if Aegis would believe all the members of the Eternal Order of Fighters are coming to beat him to a pulp.
Of course not.
You asked if Aegis would believe that the Burgomeister is waiting outside with a warrant for his arrest.
So thorough.
Enough of this foolish waste of time. I'm going to destroy you for good this time.
Here's the joke.
You tell the ultimate joke about the wizard and the farmer's daughter.
The killer. You think to delay your demise by telling stupid jokes? That wasn't even fun.
Despite his protestations, Aegis begins to laugh. In a few moments, he's doubled over, still laughing uncontrollably. Now's your chance!
I think I'm dead anyway. Oh, no, the fire just magically stopped right at my crotch. Hey.
Staff has changed. This is a close-up weapon.
Do I jump over him?
You can't.
What do you mean?
Can't.
What do you mean? Grapple over?
You don't have time to do that.
What do you mean? Throw the goddamn stake at him or something.
That didn't do it. That didn't.
Why do I not? What? I'm a thief. Throw the stake into his heart.
You don't have time to. This is a close-up. You don't. You consult. That did.
I can't walk.
You feel a throb. You feel. It doesn't. You don't.
I'm just gonna laugh at him.
You laugh.
This is a close-up.
What
This
do
is
you
a
mean? What? Oh, damn, I have to watch this again. Staff is meant to be visible on screen. You click hand on it. Okay. Maybe the fireball being present glitched it out, I guess. I should probably turn down the speed. I'm gonna laugh at him first. Then I'm gonna tell a
You
joke.
tell the ultimate joke about the wizard and the...
You think to
Despite his...
Staffy staff.
The staff has changed. This is a close... You consult...
Supposed to pull it out before the joke? Like much... whatever. Go staff.
The staff has changed.
Cute.
Pull it out first. I don't think that's working.
You don't have... This is a close...
What do you mean? How do I get close to him?
You don't... You feel a... You don't have time. You feel a throbbing.
I still have the other stake.
This is...
Why can't I get there?
The glide spell only works on... You don't... Face the worst of two worlds.
Why isn't the staff working?
You consult with... Your weapon. The entire cave is suffused. That didn't... You don't have time. You don't...
Wait, I can walk now. Why couldn't I walk before? You dick ass. I just... Why couldn't I walk before? Jump? I tried jumping! I tried walking when he was laughing before. And when the staff was... fuck! Did I just click restart? Oh, I remember that bug. The icon changes to a gold coin purse for some reason when you restart. Alright. It might take us a few hours, but you know, we're gonna beat this final encounter here. Okay. I'm gonna laugh at him though. That's important.
You tell... You... Just...
This reminds me of, specifically...
You don't...
That allows me to walk for some reason.
This is a close-up.
I'm right here!
This is...
Okay, so this is a bug that I can walk at all, apparently. Why isn't this working? Does somebody have... like...
This is a...
jump?
You can't... Why? You can't...
What do you mean I can't jump to that point? I can... I'll jump wherever I want,
You don't have
fucking...
time to...
What do you mean? What the hell is going on? I'll sneak. I'm right here.
Your face...
I am right here.
Straighten out your jacket.
I could
It doesn't.
freaking punch him in the dick. Why can't I... jump on him. Okay. I tried jumping near him, but then you're supposed to click specifically on him, I guess. I wish I could skip this. Soon, my children. Alright. I'm gonna laugh at him, and I'm gonna threaten him with the Burgermeister thing. I'm gonna tell the ultimate joke. I'm gonna do the Arana stuff thing.
Stop.
I guess I jump on him now? Oh, you gotta jump. Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright. That's some adventure game logic right there.
A voice forms in the air around you, seemingly coming from your glowing staff. It is time for you to fulfill my final destiny. You must use me to release my mistress from her imprisonment. A luminescent crystal pulses with magical energy. This must be the crystal in which Irana was trapped during our final battle against the Dark One.
Oh, this is from the vision. We gotta shatter the crystal.
You touch the staff of Irana to the crystal.
Thank you. You have freed me from my long imprisonment and this land from its own danger. I have driven Abuzel back to its own dimension, and I shall make certain it can never return. The darkness is banished forever from Mordavia because of you. My spirit is released, and I am no longer trapped by the Dark One. Thank you. I can hold this image no longer. Farewell.
I guess she was said to be of the Fae, so yeah. She's got hippie hair with like dead flowers in it. Whoa! Suddenly everybody's partying in the
2 weeks pass from the final encounter at the Dark One's cave. Your friends and acquaintances in Mordavia hold a party in your honor at Castle Wall.
So even as we speak, the swamp is drying up. Soon the pass will open, and we may trade with the outside world.
NAFTA, because we have to. We can finally sell our produce to others.
Yeah, we'll export garlic to all parts of the world. Everybody will be stinky.
We can even import an elephant or two, just for old time's sake.
The king has sent word that
Ow, my ears.
newly appointed lawyer. Castle Borgo will again protect and guard Mordavia.
He could not have chosen a worthier person for the role.
Good for Dimitri.
And I mean that sincerely.
We are gathered here to thank this
Music needs to chill out.
king has driven away the shadows of darkness from this land. Mordavia will again be the peaceful, beautiful land of our forefathers.
The people fill the room with their cheers.
He returned Tanya to us. For that, we shall be forever grateful.
He proved that dreams can be real if you work to make them so.
He brought me back to my mom and daddy, and you know what? They weren't even mad at me.
Everyone again gives a cheer of happiness.
Igor being great if not for hero friend. Instead of redhead, Igor be deadhead. Little graveyard humor there.
I would have been burned at the stake only because I am a gypsy if this hero had not befriended me.
That's because some people whose names I won't mention.
She's still knitting.
Spread nasty rumors that gypsies were werewolves. How foolish to believe such things.
There are many here who owe their lives and happiness to this hero. In a land with a history of great heroes like Piotr and Irana, he is one of the greatest.
Again, the hall is filled with cheers of excitement. You suddenly hear a familiar pair of voices.
There, that's it. Who be this crystal ball is finally working. Do you see anything, Fenris?
Yeah, I see him. He's with a bunch of people. Either a reward ceremony or a lynch mob.
What? Let me see. Well, it's a reward ceremony, of course. We've done some great deed. Well, seeing that his adventure in Moldavia is obviously over, we're here to see Mario, of course.
Rude.
Suppose doesn't want to
Ah, you bet. He is a hero. So Mario needs a hero right now. Everyone knows a hero has to go where a hero has to go.
Let's hope he knows that. Maybe he was used the right spell to teleport. Last time he tried to disrupt his boat, let the person be hurt.
This time, for sure.
I forgot what voice he was doing. Rude. Why did my score go down? I beat the game. Why did my score go down? Whatever. Well, that is the tale of Tap Tap the Thief. Congratulations, you have successfully completed Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness.
If you have not already done so, we encourage you to play Shadows of Darkness again with the other characters. Many of the puzzles are different or have alternate solutions. In the meantime, you are already a winner. Please insert a writable disc in your floppy drive to save your winning hero for use in later Quest for Glory games.
You actually need to do that from the very first game. That's the floppy disk. I hope this still works. Because this is actually a DOSBox. I don't know where that will go.
Has been created. Save this disc for use with later Quest for Glory games from Sierra Online. Thank you for playing Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. Congratulations again on winning. We hope to see you again in a future Quest for Glory.
So that is Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. Finally finished one of my favorite childhood games. I do plan to go ahead and find the other one. I love these. I just realized the skeletons are performing their developers' tasks. That's awesome. It's like a twist on the Kirby Superstar ending. But yeah, that was pretty great. It was only 6 years. It was 6 years wait for. I guess that makes sense because the next one's like 3D, ugly 3D. But yeah. Skeleton portraits are great. Video games. I kind of wish they did more games like this, and this, you know, the darker theme. Because most of them, you know, lighthearted and silly. I don't really think. Even across all of Sierra's other things, I don't really think that, and like I said, there's actually a lot that's different when you play the other things. And you can be a paladin. If you played from the first game and did some honor-related stuff, you can be a paladin. I don't have a save file for that, though, so sometime I'll come back and play this again. I'm not sure if I'd stream it again, but I'll play it again as a paladin and see what else is different. I know you can do something with the Rusalka. The producer is carrying the boulder. Wait, is this looping? I think this is looping. It gives you the funeral dirge when you complete the game. Congratulations, you've successfully completed Quest for Glory, Shadows. Let's try again with another character type. It's worth seeing as a paladin? Yeah, I figured I would. This is gonna close out the whole game. It sure is. Yes, it is, Parker. There we go. I guess I'll play again as a paladin sometime. But yeah, once again, that was Quest for Glory 4. It's on Good Old Games. You can buy the whole pack for like under $10. It was on sale the last time I checked, actually. But yeah, it's all stiff. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be streaming again this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Kirby 64 on Saturday, and we're gonna play more. Me, Capitalist 111, and Johnny Boy SP are gonna play more Ratchet & Clank All for One. That was actually a load of fun. That was pretty amazing. I really need to edit together a highlight of that stream. I'm not sure I'd do one for this stream because it wasn't as crazy as that. But that was a great game, and pleasure to stream it. Parker demands attention. Give him all of the pen. You didn't even do anything, and you're getting more congratulations than I am right now. You know that? You know that? Unfortunately, the noise gate means you probably can't hear many of Parker's meow. I actually might nix the noise gate. I think the noise gate makes sense for like Discord and stuff, but when you're tuning in to hear my voice, I think I've actually had it miss a few things. And Parky, hello. I think I set it to be a little too sensitive or insensitive at the very least. But yes, hey Parky. Yay, Parker, good job. Yes. Performed the best of jobs. Oh, you can't see chat on this one. But yeah. I should probably just put all of these in a single scene. Parky. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Good night. How long of a stream was that? Was that like 4 hours? I actually couldn't see. Oh, yep, almost exactly 4 hours. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's quite my longest stream. No, I think the Kirby Superstar was my longest one. But yeah, good night.